The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Once again, it is on the press box. Happy Sunday, everybody. Your boy Naughty along with Stat Boy.
What's going on?
Earl the Pearl, and soon to be joined by, we'll shortly be joined by Earl the Pearl. And then, of course, Clint J will be chiming in. Mega is on injured reserve today. He came up midweek. He came up on the injury report. He was questionable. He became a game time decision. And unfortunately, Mega is sidelined today, but we wish him a speedy recovery, and we'll see him again next week. All right, but like I said, happy Sunday, everybody. We will talk all things football in the 12 o'clock hour, including the post-Turkey Day post-mortem. And, I'm still glad and thankful for Thanksgiving. One time, again, let me shout out my beautiful wife, Star Boy's, beautiful, brilliant mom, MJ, for definitely laying down a smackdown on Thanksgiving, all the things we love and like and enjoy. And then shout out to our good brethren, Chef Comer at Tropical Gyros, who made sure that the second session of plates were well taken care of. Boy, look at that. That was off the chain. Both of them.
Yeah.
But the leftovers we have now, I still got enough for another solid last turkey sandwich that I can enjoy today.
Get there before I do.
I got a bad feeling.
I'm only playing.
Because listen, when it comes to leftovers, and you got 4-4 speed getting to them leftovers before me. I don't lie to you.
I know that.
You're reminiscent of Ray Lewis in his prime.
Big
dude coming at you with speed. Watch out.
Yeah.
But definitely we got lots to talk about, like I said, football-wise in the 12 o'clock hour. And, to kick it off, we'll talk Major League Baseball. A lot of off-season moves going on. We'll talk the NBA. A lot to talk about in the NBA. We'll also talk some college football. All right? But we got to big up all the sponsors. Each and every Sunday brought to you by the Island Game. That's where we're playing and winning all season long. And the Island Game is the game, the friends you trust, and they always remind you to play responsibly. Don't forget, they got the big final push promotion going on. They gave away $2,000 in September, $3,000 in October, $5,000 in November is going to be given away. I think they did it over the weekend. It'll be announced tomorrow. And then that kicks off December. And, of course, the grand prize in December, an all-expense-paid trip for two to the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, California, Super Bowl 60. So you definitely got to play with the Island Game and win with the Island Game. A $20 bet on one gets you registered. Play as many times as you want. Bet as many times as you want. And you'll get registered each and every time. And don't forget, they always remind you at the Island Game to play responsibly. Also being brought to you by the Green Parrot and Margaritaville, PI. Shout out to everybody who went and got their free Bud Light on Thanksgiving at both of those locations for all of the games. So big up to Green Parrot and Margaritaville, PI. All the games going on today, both locations. And they'll have Monday Night Football as well tomorrow night. Great menus, off-the-chain Bud Light specials, the wings off the heezy. So be sure to check out Green Parrot and Margaritaville, PI, your football headquarters all season long. And, of course, Bud Light, another big sponsor. Couldn't do it without them. Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. And don't forget, you can win all season long with Bud Light. Just purchase your Bud Light, 6-pack or more, at Jimmy's Liquors, and you're going to be registered to win big prizes with Jimmy's Liquors and Bud Light and go off to football games. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a good thing you're going sponsored by Bud Light because it's Dolphin games. So you're going to have to drink heavily when you get to those games to enjoy those games. Unlike Cowboy games these days. Okay, we'll talk about that at 12. But don't forget Bud Light specials going on. Plantation Bar and Grill, 6 for $25. The Bay, Arawaki, all right, at the Container Port. Kiffers on Balfour Avenue. And, of course, Green Parrot on East Bay Street. So be sure to check out all those locations. and Plantation Bar and Grill out there at Caves Heights as well. All right? So definitely get your Bud Light on. All right. 11:10 p.m. 11:10 a.m. is the time. And we got to set it off with baseball. Like I said, Pearlie will be joining us in short order. And Stat Boy and Pearlie got to step up because I think I might be following Mega to the sideline and go into the bullpen.
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my voice.
Oh, man.
But we'll thug it out.
We will.
But like I said, lots to talk about regarding Major League Baseball. There's been some big moves in the offseason. And we got to talk about it. So let's jump on in to the offseason baseball news. Big news, the O's add two-time All-Star closer Helsley from the New York Mets. I think that's a good move in the sense that the Orioles, very competitive early on in the season.
Yeah. But
then they fade. And I think pitching is part of it, and they've never really identified a stopgap.
A closer, a
stopgap person, let alone identify an official closer that could come in, give you 2 or 3 innings at the end, but definitely one to close it out.
That could be him. And 2 years, $28 million for baseball, that is a true bargain.
That's well affordable.
Oh,
that for sure.
But this comes after the Blue Jays bolstered their roster with Dylan Cease, the guy from the Padres, with the 4.55 ERA.
That was a steal
for about 7 years, $208 million though. So the Blue Jays, they're bolstering their bullpen with that.
But then the thing about the Blue Jays, they may have to go pitching because they're going to lose some key pieces. I think Bichette's going to be out of there
after that contract.
Yeah. Bo is going to be out of there, probably. And then you got some other pieces that are going to probably be out of there. So, got to keep an eye on the Blue Jays in the offseason. Of course, the stench of Dodger winning has entered the room. Do you smell that aroma?
Here's Pearlie.
It is rather pungent to the nostrils.
It's been about a month though.
The only thing
that's actually Tim Hortons coffee you're smelling.
Well, whatever that is, the only thing that relieves the annoyance of that aroma to my nose is the scent of fresh Dallas Cowboy victory.
3 of them.
We're talking baseball right now, right?
That's correct.
So the good thing about it is Bo Bichette probably going to be the starting second baseman for the Dodgers.
Probably he is.
Yeah, he's there in talks.
Give us the latest update on that.
But one of the problems is the fact that Toronto went ahead and gave this big money to Cease limits who they can sign after that.
The Dodgers have a limit on who they can sign?
No, Toronto.
Oh, okay. You almost shocked me there.
Toronto.
Did you hear that, Stat Boy?
No, we print money in LA.
Just even the thought. No.
We print money in
LA.
You distribute yen from the back of sushi houses all through Crenshaw.
I mean, you're such a sore loser. I mean, come on, Naughty. You could be bigger than that. If the fact that we're doing it right, if we figure it out and doing it right, and the rest don't want to follow, whose problem is that?
Okay, listen.
Why are you beating up on my Dodgers if teams like your Yankees
no, stop.
are too cheap to spend some money?
No, that's why what I was just about to tell you.
And you're making it.
No, that's what I was just about to tell you. Hank has broken out the checkbook.
He needs to.
You can have Japan. We are going to Korea.
Korea is a nice place to go.
Another Japanese import.
No, actually, you guys are seriously looking at the Fireball pitcher. I can't remember his last name. You're seriously after him. The Yankees.
Imai? Is that his name?
Imai. I think it's Imai.
Yeah, Imai. Yeah.
What about Tatsuya?
Giants.
That's the same person, isn't it?
No. He's talking about the third baseman.
Oh.
I don't know if the Dodgers are out after him so hard now.
Tatsuya is a pitcher. I think.
Yeah.
I think we're mixing them up now.
Yeah.
No, there are 2 pitchers now. There are 2 pitchers.
I don't know if I'm jonesing for Chinese food or for Japanese food. I don't know if I want sushi right now or egg roll.
Are you meaning Kazuma Okamoto? Because he is an infielder for the Yomiuri Giants.
No, he's the player that they
Munetaka Murakami, left-handed infielder for the Swallows, strong power hitter. He's been posted, and then Tatsuya Imai was the pitcher.
Yeah.
Who got posted.
Yeah, the pitcher is...
I know there's another pitcher. There is.
Yeah.
Kona Takahashi.
Yeah, but the
right-handed pitcher for
shout out to Stat Boy for 4 tongue-twisting names back to back to back.
I wasn't going to drive.
Yeah, I got one, so you got to know.
When you hear Pearlie say, I can't remember his name, it's not he can't remember his name.
You can't say it. You want to say it.
I'm not going to mess that up. But he's who the Yankees are after, right? Or talking to right now. The Yankees trying to shore up their starting pitching.
We need to.
But the Dodgers There's something in the wind blowing, but they're being very coy about it. They're keeping it close to the chest.
It's all quiet.
I think the
and all.
Kyle
It's gonna
Tucker. I
surprise us,
don't
eh?
think Tucker. I don't think Tucker will be a Dodger. I don't think the Dodgers are that interested.
I think y'all will get Bellinger back and Tucker comes to
Bellinger
us.
is an option. Bellinger is an
I
option.
think we get Tucker.
We're also looking at there's a outfielder from. Oh, I saw it yesterday and I can't remember his name because I'm trying to remember it now. There's an outfielder that the Dodgers may get on a smaller salary that can do the job.
But listen, isn't Tucker now available, or the kid from Chicago? Name slips my mind. Not that I can't say it.
You mean the outfielder?
Kyle Tucker is from Chicago.
Kyle Tucker. And
Yeah,
I
he's
think
from
now
Chicago
he may be
Cubs.
available if you guys go and kiss and make up with Cody,
That's a possibility.
which I think I'm hearing is a strong possibility because I got to call Mr. Carter and find out what his daughter is into because I hear she likes the West Coast. So
Oh, I thought she liked Jaron Doran is the
Thank
player
you.
the Dodgers are
Thank you.
looking at.
Thank
From
you.
Boston or
From Boston.
Yeah,
From Boston, from the Red Sox.
And that would be but see what they talking about is like the Dodgers number 2 prospect, number 6 prospect, and number 18. I don't like that. I don't think he's worth all of that.
I think it's a comfort level with Cody, and I think if his family wants to be on the West Coast, then
Yeah.
so be it. I mean, she's still gonna make money modeling
And
on
Mark-
either coast.
Yeah, Mark them unless have to buy
And Mark, you know that
more
Mark,
expensive ticket.
Mark just have to fly 3 more hours extra.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think Cody will end up in a good situation because he had an excellent year for the Yankees. I would hate to see him go. That's like 2 years in a row we lose Soto, and then we turn around and lose Cody. That were key, ingredients to a successful team. But
There are a lot of rumors going on there that talk about maybe the outfielder Brian Buxton may be traded to the Mets from Minnesota.
we just mentioned that
The Twins?
Yeah.
But we
But
also
also-
the kid from New York. They're gonna the O's already added Helsley. We mentioned that before you came in.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And
From
they're
the
looking
Mets.
and they're looking at that was a quiet trade.
Right, and then they were looking for. Now you're saying they're looking for somebody else.
Yeah, they're thinking about Brian Buxton. They're thinking about Mackenzie Gore. They're
What are
also
interesting moves.
now the key is everybody been talking about Stephen Kwan going to the Dodgers maybe, but it looks like he may end up in where they say he may end up. I think I want to say to the Cincinnati Reds. I don't understand what Cincinnati's doing because they're thinking about trading their ace green. So right now until next week, until next Monday, let's wait to see because next
Yeah.
Monday's when the winter meetings start. But Freddie Peralta's another talk to the Yankees. I'm hearing
Peralta would be solid.
Where you hearing that from?
Bleacher.
No, but I mean, they willing to get rid of Peralta?
Well, that's the talk.
Nope.
That's a
He,
thought.
as of 50 minutes ago. No, this is wrong. Okay, wrong source. Said traded to the Seattle Mariners. I was gonna go crazy. but-
No. They had to be careful. Some of
So I
these
gotta
things.
verify your information, folks. I was
Whenever
about to
you-
break in live. but
Whenever
no.
you get it, go to ESPN or
Yeah,
Bleacher
you got
Report. If
to
it isn't on
yeah.
Bleacher
And
Report,
I didn't see
ESPN,
it.
it ain't
That's what I
happening.
just did. I clicked the app and it wasn't there. So I'm like, yeah.
And
He's still a Brewer.
And then there's still talk about Skeens coming to the Dodgers, but Pittsburgh's not
It's
going
not
to trade him.
happening. It's
That's
not happening.
going to happen.
Somebody already leaked that he wants to be a Yankee, but now he has to save face and
Yeah.
play like he doesn't. But he's a Yankee in the future.
Think so?
Just gotta wait on it to happen. It just is a matter of time.
And guess what? The Yankees should go after him because you need that competition. A lot of people are getting down on the Dodgers for spending money. I keep saying, and I'm going to keep saying this. Other teams are making money. Milwaukee Brewers make a ton of money.
Refuse to spend it.
They won't make the profits.
Refuse to spend it.
There's a way to profit and win the same time, and the Dodgers has that formula. Let's
Yeah,
follow the
yeah,
Dodgers
especially when you have Japanese investors telling them, like, oh, you come and pick up a package at 12 o'clock at sushi bar.
Why do you keep talking like a Chinese?
No, that's Japanese.
Okay.
Chinese is more tendara.
Okay.
Everything is
okay.
done on the tendara.
That's not any different to you. He's on the scene to me.
It's pretty similar.
I didn't say look the same. I said sound the same. No, they don't sound the same.
Okay, all right. But
One thing I like about being in Chinatown, though, I feel like Shaquille O'Neal every time I'm there. 6'2.5", 6'3". Will
I
make you
understand
feel
he's in
like a
Nassau. I
giant.
understand he's in Nassau. Somebody saw the video. They saw him at the mall at Marathon.
Shaq must be everywhere.
Shock's always there.
Shaq must be
And
everywhere.
if you catch him, he might buy you something.
And Shaq, I don't know if he's leaving today, but definitely shout out Shaquille O'Neal. I always appreciate seeing him here. And Shaq jump on an iron donkey and go riding riding on his bike all over.
Yep.
Great dude, man. You never know. Shaq might have popped in town to hail his old brethren, Ricky Fox.
That's a possibility.
They might have been talking politics.
That's a possibility.
Never know. Never know. I mean,
No, Shaq is not going to run here. Don't get that in your head.
no, but what I'm saying is that just speaks to the global brand that Ricky is, and indirectly we are because of what he's done. You know, I see a lot of talk on social media, and I could talk about this because it's sports. A lot of people we've established. People go on social media and lose their mind.
Yeah.
We just talked about sharing fake sports reports. How many times have we seen dead legends pop up and you got to Google it real quick? Like yesterday, somebody said, "Oh, Drew Pearson." I was like, "No, Drew's alive and well."
Yeah.
But anyway, make a long story short, they post a lot of foolishness, and then you got the braying donkeys, aka the trolls for political parties all over, spewing their madness. Oh, Rick is not a behemoth. Let me clarify it.
Hate that.
Rick did an awesome interview on Talking Heads with MJ and myself.
Yes, he did.
He clarified a lot of things.
I had a cameo.
Yes, and Pearly had a cameo as well
I had a
too.
cameo.
Listen, Ricky established he has never had Canadian citizenship. He's always gone on his Bahamian citizenship wherever he's been. He was offered a spot on the Canadian Olympic basketball team, which he declined, which he and his mummy, who is a Canadian, said, you're a Bahamian, we don't have a team, and don't take that spot from a Canadian. And he didn't. He's done a lot of things behind the scenes here to accelerate the game of basketball.
Yes, including bringing the national coach Rice from North Carolina.
And then lining up Chris DeMarco after, right?
DeMarco afterwards,
Okay,
yes.
and donations to the national team, uniforms, so on and so forth. But Rick doesn't jump in front of the camera when he does that
Say,
stuff.
yeah, look what I did.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of y'all are misconstrued.
And yeah, you
but
don't know.
he has never had Canadian citizenship. He's always gone on Bahamian citizenship. He's always been an international brand ambassador prior to being, bestowed the title, so on and so forth. I remember Rick Fox when all of us was just freaking yourselves right out when Lakers was winning. Okay? Running around all over the place, freaking yourself out, talking about the Lakers, and who? Ricky Fox.
Yeah.
Ricky Fox.
Yeah.
Ricky Fox.
Yeah.
Rick Fox. He's a Bahamian. When him and Vanessa got married, Vanessa Williams, Miss America, that's a Bahamian boy married Miss America. Look, by God, look at that.
She was a pie, too.
Then you got the fact that he went to the NBA network after his basketball career, continued to rep for the Bahamas, so much so, and as he said on the show, that they wanted to do, and Buddy Hield was coming out, they wanted to do vignettes on all the top draft picks coming up. They gave him 4 or 5 American dudes. He said, hell no. The first one I could do before I do any one of these is Shavano, Buddy Hield, Oklahoma, West End Ground, Bahama. And he did. Okay? Furthermore, he's mentored these guys through the league. He's been around, not even, let's talk the movies. So it was fine for Sir Sidney, Lord bless the dead, to be one of the greatest actors of our time. And I say me and Pearly. You may have some in your generation, but Sir Sidney was a bad mofo in our generation.
Just serve with love.
Yeah, listen, y'all got plenty of them great movies and sensible movies as well. You know the ones.
Yep.
You know the ones I like.
Yep.
Uptown Saturday Night with Richard Pryor. Them's the ones I like.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
But like MJ loves the classics, and he was brilliant in those.
Yeah, he was.
And the
Guess who's
Bahamian
coming to dinner? He was awesome.
and guess what? The Bahamian accent always managed to find its way through.
Always got to slip through.
At some point.
Yeah.
And he was a very proud Bahamian. A lot of people don't know. Yes,
Academy Award
he
winner.
spent a lot of his life and the majority of his life in Los Angeles, but that's because he was acting. He was in the industry, and if you're an actor,
You got to be there.
you could win an Oscar for your last movie, and you better be out doing lunch the next day for your next movie to try and get more scripts and stay hot.
Yep.
But all the while, they took the Bahamas to the world. So I think Rick Fox has every right.
Yes.
Okay, and people talk about, what is his indelible footprint? His indelible footprint is he is a global ambassador. He's a global brand. And he's attracted not just on the sports field. Look at the Patana Homes.
You got some people who run in this country ain't got no indelible foot. Don't cost me stuff.
No. But let's make the comparison.
That's
Let's make the comparison. Yes, a lot of people comparing him and Sabas. Shout out to Sabas for doing what you're doing in Fort Charlotte. But I'll tell you something. It would be nice, just like protocol, and this is where people get the wrong notion of you, sir, because the arrogance that on your campaign on a Sunday, you decide to block off the pit road. Listen, props to the residents of Pit Road getting the relief they need. Great initiative. You cutting trees. Have a modicum of decency for the rest of the citizenry that actually uses those roads.
To deduct the light.
To duck the light in the traffic.
Yep.
Just put a sign, and you got stroke use, be crease up under Brave. All you got to do is say, can I get a letter from... Or talk to Clay while you all work on your jump shots. And say, hey, I need a notice from Ministry of Works between 10 and 2 on Sunday. Pit Road could be closed because I'd like to clean it up. I mean, obviously, you know, we can get into all the politics of now on, but that just a little bit of heads up.
My thing about it, and I get down on both sides about this. When as soon as the election starts, you start cleaning up and stuff.
Yeah,
you had your Island Luck shop there for the last 5 or so years, maybe longer. For more than 5 years, because I know, for more than 5, you have an Island Luck shop there almost 10 years. And you wait now because you want to run to say, let me clean it up. That should have been an initiative done a long time ago, because that place needed cleaning up before today.
Listen, I got a set of neighbors, and I got some other neighbors in the community in the Fort Charlotte area. They have raw sewage backed up in the road because there needs to be works on the drains and on the actual manholes that they use. It runs from the entrance of Fish Fry, around that whole back corridor with the trench, through St. Albans, through Papal, past to where the zoo used to be, to that outlet, to Saunders Beach, right before the proposed hospital. Okay?
There are ditches there were dug there for a reason.
And then some of them have been covered up. And then when you build a wall across those ditches, now you become a beaver. You made a dam. Dum-dum.
Yep.
In your haste to push an agenda and an objective that only few people believe in, that new hospital, you've done a lot to the ecosystem and stuff in the back there. And it's causing a problem. And people should not have to go through that. People should be able to not have to deal with that. But if you're serious about that, let's work on some of them kind of things.
Yeah. Fix them ditches.
Yeah.
Fix the drains.
Yeah.
Do that. Cutting down some trees, giving them out a bag of peanuts. Anyway.
No, leave that. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Yeah. But like I said, though, I think Rick is a viable option.
Yeah.
I think what rubs people the wrong way is, like he said on the show, I was in a locker room with Shaq and Kobe. And you know who the cooler of Shaq and Kobe was when they used to freak themselves out?
Rick Fox.
Rick Fox. Now, I believe he must have given them 1 or 2 Texas Cowboys slap Johnson Road style, and they freaked them out. And like, oh my God, this kid from the palm, boy. But he could manage those 2 egos. And like he said, yeah, we might kill up each other in the locker room, but when we hit that floor, we was about winning championships.
Yep.
And that's the level of excellence we need to get to in this country. We've rewarded mediocrity far too long.
Yep. Yep. I'll be that. Oh, you come and give a crappy. Oh, that was an awesome speech. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And they do that all the time.
Yep.
You know, if you want to say it was okay, fine. But, you know, you don't hurt the boys and feel. But don't come here and big him up and you know it was a bunch of crap. People looking like, what is he saying? Oh, that was such an awesome speech. Oh, you so good.
Pearly, let's get back to baseball.
Yeah.
Listen.
So the meeting start on Monday.
Right, and Sonny Gray.
Next week, Monday.
This was another one I wanted to say. The I don't know if you picked it up. The Red Sox acquired veteran right-hander Sonny Gray.
Yeah.
They got a trade with the Cardinals in there. I think that's a good little fit right there.
You know what? The Yankees, the Orioles, and the Red Sox need to do a lot because Toronto is there.
Man,
and Toronto's a really good team.
You say that like we didn't tie with them in terms of the record, and we didn't even have a good year.
But what happened?
Listen. If we get bats, because when our philosophy is flawed too, we either live by the home run or die by it.
Well,
Toronto hits for average, and they have home runs.
Yeah,
we have to change the hitting philosophy, of course, add a few pieces. But 2 years ago, we were in the World Series.
The home runs would beat the Toronto in the World Series. Home runs.
Right.
But your day is coming. Your day coming.
But you say that. Hold on.
Pearly, it coming.
We gotta put
one
context
second. Hold on.
to it
I want you to see this. You ever watch them old medieval movies when they roasting the pig.
Uh-huh.
Like slow roast, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah,
nice
yeah,
slow
yeah.
turn, and
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
to do
yeah.
drunken English.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Fred, we're gonna roast this one good. His Majesty's gonna love this.
Our
that.
day, listen to me, Kevin.
And I can slow roast you the same
No,
way.
our day is coming. It's just not today.
That's fine, but when it does come, Lord spare life, I'll call, even if I gotta
we're
call you.
probably going to repeat, and then our day will come.
Yeah,
You sound like a certain
that's when you
Chiefs
can
fan.
get. That's when you can get them phone calls at 3 a.m. Naughty everything going. Yeah, man, but the Dodgers lost. I just want to check on you.
I know it's coming.
Yeah, it coming.
It's coming.
I know.
But so
Chiefs
why,
don't
until it comes, I'm going to bask in the glory and be that
You
guy.
got to put context to it. The home runs didn't beat the Blue Jays beat themselves too. I mean,
How did they
look
beat
at
themselves?
the base running errors, leaving
Okay.
runners in scoring position.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
goes.
timely things.
That goes with the
timely
game.
things.
That goes with the game. That goes with some
Credit to Rojas and Smith.
There were
for
some
sure.
managerial decisions in that weren't too impressive.
They were talking about, yeah, Savage is this beast, and he did so well. And I said,
But he did do well.
I said, did you not watch the 1977 World Series with the rookie Bob Welch did well, and then they caught up with him
Yeah.
later? History does repeat itself,
It's true.
and they caught up with him later.
And you
Man.
had Yoshinobu.
And we had
Toronto had Yoshinobu.
Yamamoto.
They had Yamamoto. If y'all swap, I know. I wouldn't
would
even
have been
finish that.
Mayadi, yes, you know.
Yeah, congrats on the win.
Again.
I just can't believe we have to bear through this a whole baseball
You have to bear with
offseason.
no, you're gonna bear through it until like over the winter meetings next
Yeah,
week, right?
yeah.
So next Sunday I'm gonna rub it in some more.
I know.
And then after we make some
Like
moves.
aloe vera on a wound.
Yeah, that's it'll be all right.
Ah,
See, because
boy.
we have to get to one subject that's going to come up, and certain people are going to really be that guy. Because I heard your household was really quiet on Thursday. Yeah, not so quiet, but I heard.
No.
It was quiet for me and my brother. Yeah, but
Well, who does MJ pull for?
Just watch
I
it.
have to
wanna-
ask that question because she doesn't pull for the same team you pull for in basketball.
I think she quietly roots for the Dallas Cowboys for my sake because the long-term suffering.
No.
I think she roots quietly and privately in a little way for the Baltimore Ravens also because back in the day, Steve McNair was one of her favorite players. Lamar Jackson, very reminiscent.
Steve
of
actually played for
Yeah.
Baltimore too.
Correct, and he
After
played
his
for
Titans
Baltimore.
tenure, but yeah,
There you go.
big,
And so did
Titans fan because of him.
half a dozen other Titans too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then I think there's a special place in her heart too for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because
No.
our youngest son is a huge fan of the Chiefs, and he picked the Chiefs out of the gate when they had options to pick. When I set them free, I said, "Listen, you don't have to bear this burden."
No.
Known
That's not
as-
how it went down.
Known as the Cowboys, you could pick who you want.
Is that how it went down, son?
How did it go down?
Tell me, son.
He was bandwagoning when Mahomes jumped out of the scene.
No,
in
I'm talking.
2018,
Stop. I'm talking about how it
2019.
went down when Purdy wants to know when I released Joe, when I freed Joe. I never
No,
made Joe
it's
come
not,
in.
it's not about him. Yeah, he's.
I never
he's
held them
with
to a generational curse
it.
for the
He's
Dallas
chill with it.
Cowboys.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
When he
It's
said
the fact-
Baltimore, I said that's a good
It's
choice.
the
son.
fact.
I don't mind.
It's the fact that he went, supported the Chiefs, whatever. They lost to Tampa in the Super Bowl, and then the year after lost to Cincinnati. Then all of a sudden it was, I'm a Cowboys fan again.
No, but that
Cowboys
was no,
had a
that-
bad
stop.
year last year. Chiefs
No.
won the two Super Bowls in
In
a
all
row
fairness,
again.
hold on. in all
Then
fairness,
it was, I'm a Chief.
hold on. In all
But
fairness,
he's young. He's young.
He
So
was
that's
young,
expected. That's
Sancho.
expected. That's
He was
expected.
young,
Huh?
Sancho.
I was loyal
Stat
to
boy.
14. Go ahead.
The bottom line was, he came to my rescue when Dak Prescott went down with the injury. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
That's true.
That I think was more, let me make Pops feel better, because this season gonna suck from week 4 all the way along.
Landed y'all. Oh no, that landed y'all Micah that year.
You who? You mean the linebacker who plays at Penn State? Listen, I'm kind of, that was the draft we should have, man, anyway. Patrick Surtain, the one that got away.
Yep.
But you know what? One Quinnen Williams and
Logan Wilson
and old boy from Green Bay,
Kenny Clark, later, and 6 draft picks later.
and the
whatever.
return of Demario and Overshown. Listen, buddy,
Can't
Micah,
hate
who?
Can't hate it.
I don't know these people. You know, I got a solid defense to talk about. But obviously, we're going to get to the break now. We'll take the quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll get into the NBA. We got lots of NBA to talk about. And then coming up in the 12 o'clock, we'll be talking NFL. Clinton J will be joining us. And we'll talk AFC. The full AFC report brought to you by Green Parrot. The NFC report brought to you, of course, by Margaritaville PI. And we'll get into my pro picks Our pro picks, our pigskin picks, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. That's all coming up in the 12 o'clock hour. But right now, we'll take our first break, flip side of the ring. We'll be back, and we'll be talking NBA. Keep it right where you got it. The Press Box, brought to you by the Island Game, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Bud Light, continues right after this. Naughty Bagacha repping for the Island Game. The NFL season is upon us, and the final push is back with the Island Game, and you could win big all NFL season long. Every $20 bet made on the Island Game Sportsbook gets you registered for the grand drawing. $2,000 in September, $3,000 in October, $5,000 in November, and in December, an all-expense-paid trip to Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California. So it pays to play and win with the Island Game. The game you know, the friends you trust. And the Island Game always reminds you to play responsibly.
Stafford going to the end zone, reaching up and making the grab.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
Are you searching for something new? Something exciting? Your dream job in paradise? Well, look no further. Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is hiring. Join a dynamic group of passionate hospitality professionals, craft unforgettable moments, and thrive in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Play your part in shaping the future of our team while growing your own career every day. Bring your energy, your passion, and your creativity to a workplace that's as dynamic and fun as you are. At Royal Beach Club Paradise Island, the opportunities don't just exist. They're limitless. So are you ready to find your perfect fit? Visit Royal Beach Club at paradiseisland.com/career today and step into a world of exciting possibilities.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Press Box. All brought to you, of course, by the Island Game, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Bud Light. Now, we got to talk some basketball, NBA, and I'll be honest, lots to talk about in the NBA. And I might add the Lakers are looking rather robust in the Western Conference.
14-4, are we?
Yep, tucked right behind, I think, the best team in basketball, and barring injury, they should repeat 19-1. The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yep.
They're ridiculous. And Statboy, you asked me. You asked me the other day. You say, listen, man. You say, I know that ever since Kobe, you haven't really had like a player that you just always want to.
Well,
maybe Ja Morant. You like
yeah,
to
for
watch
a time.
Ja, for a time. And I still like to watch Ja. Don't get me wrong.
As a pure player, but his antics are getting to a point where.
Correct.
Yeah, I feel you.
I still like to watch Steph, and I still like to watch Kyrie.
As guards, like
As
to play
guards,
the guard and everything.
correct.
Yeah. Very skilled guys too. Very skilled guys.
I could live with that. But I ain't gonna lie to you. There's something in me that slowly but surely, from a player standpoint, not a team standpoint, I'll
Okay.
always be a Laker for life.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie. The same way that Kobe mirrored Jordan's turnaround jumper
Yeah.
and that post-up jump shot game, Shai Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous. Yeah.
has checked and re-raised
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant's Michael Jordan. If you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying, because now he's taken a lot of Kobe's game around the bucket. The fadeaway,
yeah.
the turnarounds, the up and unders, the ball fakes, the feet, the footwork especially.
90s style of ball.
And he's killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, sometimes when you simplify the game of basketball and you have a player that could dominate the position and you let them play a control game, you're going to end up at the free throw line. You're going to get shot.
A lot of people like to talk about foul baiting and all that. So, yeah, he has his little bump and shoulder, but that's the rules of the game.
That's the rules of the game.
Harden exploited it for
That
years
makes
in
you a
Houston.
smart player.
But Shai's just doing it better because it's ethical. It's not the step back three into people.
It's not a
Shock
flop, for
bunch of
God's
shots.
sake.
Exactly.
Okay?
And-
so I like to watch him just from a game standpoint. Smart player, unselfish, but yet he got some quiet mamba to him. If he got a
It's that quiet aura that everyone talks
he's
about.
like
He
the
ain't
quiet mamba.
Yeah, he's not like a
he's
Kobe
the
that's like
silent
in your
mamba.
face or whatever. He's quiet
Kobe
killer.
was the I come in for you, see me here. Ah.
Similar cutter Jordan, but he has that introverted Kobe-ness.
Alexander is just
Shai's a dog, man.
bang, you're dead. You didn't know that? I bet you 2 minutes ago, but you didn't know.
And Shai's been putting in work for a long
Shai's
time.
working, so I have no problem, and he stayed with that Thunder franchise. And when you look at that Thunder franchise,
That is how you build a possible
God.
dynasty. No free agent signings, purely trades,
I
draft
sat there
picks.
and
Presti's
lamented
a genius.
the other night because I saw posted online Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball,
Julius Randle,
Josh Hart, Julius Randle.
So
Them
much
five
young
alone.
talent on
Look
the
what they're
Lakers.
doing now. That could have been the Lakers. But a certain individual had to come to Tinseltown.
And we got one ring and sacrificed to possibly 2, 3, 4, yeah. Plus other draft picks we could have had by tanking.
Now we lost a great guard in Caruso to cap constraints.
And look where he is
and
now.
Look where he is.
No
But when
Oklahoma
you
City.
look at this Thunder team, they have put it together, like you said. How you
And
should
they
do
started
a
their
textbook.
they started their first 20 games without Jalen Williams, their all NBA All-Star guard.
He just
now
came
they
out
got him
last
back
night.
and they beat the Phoenix Suns, which was a closer game than I expected, but Phoenix is good. T-Book is still putting in work over there too.
They have a strong
But-
international, core.
Yeah, Canada, man. Them
Canada.
Canadians, boy.
But when you look at certain of these players on there, listen, before you go any further, you're talking about Williams. A key component to that team outside of Shai is who? One of my favorite names in the sport.
Chet Holmgren?
No, Lugurence Dort.
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort
All
don't
defense.
play.
All
and
defense.
then I have a personal affection, no diddy, purely bromance for Chet Holmgren. Because why?
Came over here before the
He
draft. or
came
whatever.
over here before the draft, and Banana Man, the driver of the yellow cab out there, shout out Banana. Banana calls the show, me and Pearly doing sports. He goes, "Boy, naughty. You see that big 7-footer who just gone number 1 in the draft or number 2 in the draft?"
Yep.
But he was all tear up in the back of my cab in spring break, boy. He was
Spring break.
mashed right up. Listen, I had to drop him to the airport. He was all bearded up. He looked all disheveled, unkempt. And say, boy, I see him walking out as the number 1. What was he, number 1 or number 2?
I think he went 2 because Paulo Banchero went 1 to the Magic. He went 2 to the Thunder.
The number 2 pick, he said, man, he was all suit down and clean up. I say, my God. And he said, just to think he was all drunk up in the back of my cab with 2 friends puking up. And now I say, boy, you may not see him no more.
Mm-hmm.
I say, he might not be coming from the regular airport no more. He probably be coming through millionaire in the future.
Oh, yeah.
But so, yeah, that's why I root for Chet Holmgren. Because if you're in the Bahamas the day before the draft and you're going number 2, hey, I respect that. Props to you. Unsung hero on that team, Isaiah Joe.
Off
Does
the
a lot of
bench.
dirty work off the
Him,
bench.
Cason Wallace, the backup point guard.
Correct.
Yep.
And then Isaiah Hartenstein, too. That is your traditional.
When they
beat you
run the
to
two
pieces.
bigs with him and Holmgren, 2 6'11" guys
Yep.
in the paint. But Chet, who could actually space the floor, and then on defense he clogs the paint. It's almost perfect.
No, I mean, that team is well balanced. I can't take anything away from them. Even their bench is solid.
It's giving me 2016 Warriors vibes. when
Yeah,
they went
'cause listen-
73-9.
And this team, what trips me out, they have 2 Jalen Williams on their team. But
The one on the bench,
number
Jalen
8.
with the Y. Yeah, but we're talking about number 8.
8, yeah.
Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, not J-Will.
But I look at this team and like the point you made, Stat Boy, is that they built this through the draft and key free agency, but mostly through the draft. Because I remember they traded everybody and their mom, and they had a
let's
million
take
one
a moment
draft
to
picks. They
say-
still have draft picks.
That Paul George trade what we thought was going to be a heel in the Lakers Achilles heel. Worst trade in NBA history for them and the best trade for the Thunder. Clippers got nothing done out of it. They're 4-11 now with Harden. PG isn't even on the team anymore. Kawhi just older.
PG fighting to stay healthy in
Philly.
And he's not going to get that spot from
And
PJ.
PJ is going to be the winger in the future. PJ's done and dusted, it seems like.
But yeah, I look at this. With
that Thunder team, that's how you build a
it is well
team, man.
built. You can't go around there.
And another team who's kind of repeating the same thing they're doing, but in the East, quietly, the Detroit Pistons, 16-4 to start the year.
Listen, and speaking of the Pistons and the Heat, shout out to Muff Road. That Pistons and Heat game was off the chain. The Heat went in down by 22 into the fourth
Almost
quarter.
came back. I think the Pistons won it.
138, 135, but that was
game.
one heck of a game.
Oh, yeah.
See, listen, I can't lie to you, Stat Boy. When the Cowboys got a win on Thanksgiving, I watch all the sports after that. No pressure.
Yep.
College football, we'll have a dose of that. Some NBA, we'll have 2 doses of
Especially
that.
beating those Chiefs, huh?
Yep, let me reel back and let's go check out some college basketball, darn it, because that's playing too. I'll have 3 doses
I'm
of
glad
that.
you got to enjoy it because it was not a good Thanksgiving football-wise for us, but we'll get into that.
Hey,
We'll get
after
into that.
many years of me having to choke on a turkey leg,
Yeah, we had to as well.
you got to watch the big gobbler walk through the house. Gobbledy.
No, but y'all deserve them, and I called you to win that game. I said
Yes,
the Cowboys
I
win. That's the only prediction I got right. Eagles lost, helps y'all out. We lost. Who else? There were 2 other games. The Lions lost.
Yep. We'll talk about all of that in depth in 12
ridiculous.
o'clock. Trust me. We'll talk, but we can talk about that.
But yep.
All right, but we look at that
Second
game
in the
last night
West.
was a really good game. And you got some great games on tap today, too. You got the Rockets and the Jazz at 3, but I mean, Rockets should blow them out.
Knicks and the Raptors is a good. The Raptors are a quiet 14-6 to start the year.
Celtics and the Cavs is another good game. Knicks and the Raptors. The Raptors absolutely threw a game away last night
Yeah.
to Charlotte. But listen,
should have won that.
that Capunko,
Con Knope, that country boy, Knope, however you say that.
Capunko, whatever, from Duke. Sorry.
Something
I
about
can't
him.
say Duke like that without throwing up in my
Yeah,
mouth. Sorry.
You.
But nonetheless, he had some money shots to get him, to tie him and send it into overtime, and then he was lights out. Very interesting fact, too. Midway through the fourth quarter, Mellow Ball benched. He
Had
could be on the
14
way
and
out.
5 assists. Yeah,
He could be on the way out.
I think a change of scenery benefits him because in Charlotte he's just running
Just
rough
not in
shot and
LA.
everything.
Just
but
not in LA.
yeah, nobody's a very skilled point guard though. Very great passer.
When he gets his head on right.
Him and Lonzo, great passers of the basketball. But I don't think we need another ball experiment. I think
No.
we'll go somewhere else and thrive because we have Luka and Reeves,
Correct.
best backcourt in the NBA.
Yeah, no problem. Probably a rejoin us. Probably had to step away for a sec, but you'll rejoin us. Let's get to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Good afternoon to the #1 sports show on this
Going
side
on?
of heaven.
Is Mystery?
Mysterio
Mystery.
Dolphin, what's going on?
What's going on?
Absolutely. What's up, Nutty? What's up to your co-host?
Man, be good, man. What's going on with you, Mystery?
Awesome. Where the pearls is? Where's the pearls? Where's the pearls?
He just had to step out to deal with a little urgent call. But he'll be back
okay.
on in short order.
All right. Yeah, but Nutty, that was a really good game with the Heat last night against Detroit.
Yeah, man, I was entertaining. I didn't think they would even make it that close. And they almost had a chance to come all the way back and win it.
No, man. The Heat's got a good game. We got a good shooting team. We have an awesome shooting team. And we have a young team also.
Yeah, well, you didn't have a good team shooting last night for the first 3 quarters. But boy, in that fourth quarter, lights out.
Listen, the Heat is going to be a team to reckon with in the East this season.
Well,
No doubt about it.
you might
The
have
Heat
a
is gonna
point
be
there.
team- we're going to be a team to reckon with. Trust me
You
on
number
this
4
one.
right now at 13-7. But, I mean, the Knicks are 12-6 and Toronto's 14-6. So you bunched up right there. Detroit right now is the clear-cut favorite in the East. But Miami is right there and definitely in the conversation. I cannot deny it.
Yeah, Miami looking good. Now I heard you talking about the Cowboys. I promise you I wasn't going to say anything ill about the Cowboys after y'all beat the Eagles and now that y'all beat Kansas City. I promised you, Noddy, I promised you I wasn't going to say nothing ill about your Cowboys.
But you have something to say now.
No. I have nothing to say because y'all looking like a Super Bowl team. I can tell you the truth.
Hey,
Y'all
listen.
good. Look like Dak. Someone wake Dak Prescott up. I don't know what happened.
Let me tell you
I
what
don't
happened.
know what happened. Please tell me.
We lost a young defensive tackle by the name of Marshawn Nealon. And I think that his tragic passing by suicide hit home with Dak because Dak lost his younger brother to suicide.
Right.
So just as I could relate to Dak's plea for his fight on cancer because he lost his mom to cancer, I lost my mom the same year. Lord bless the dead. That Dak lost his mom. My mom passed in February of 13, and his mom passed in November of 13. So Dak gets people who go through stuff like that, losing people to cancer. Dak also goes through being able to relate to people who have mental issues, mental health issues, and he has a program in Dallas. It's all right not to be all right. It's okay not to be okay. Meaning, if you got an issue and you got stress, you got mental health concerns, it's okay to talk to people. It's okay to say I'm depressed. It's okay to seek out consultation. It's all right. Because a lot of times people stereotype the scenarios and especially in men, you know, it's a sign of weakness and it leads to situations. I think the whole Marshawn Nealon tragedy caused that locker room to unite, and Dak having experienced it with his brother is like the glue holding it together, and he's playing at a high level and take nothing away from it. He's right next to Schottenheimer, the coach. They've got each other's ear. I think it's got a good chemistry going.
You think that had an effect on Dak?
That's what I think what has got them going as a team, and Dak being uber ultra motivated.
I believe that's a part of it, but the bigger part of it, I believe Dak Prescott had a visitation. Because this is not the Dak Prescott I've seen in the past.
So you're saying the good Lord came to Dak in the night and told him?
Yes, sir.
Well, I hope that visitation is right. I hope he got a Super Bowl or 2 or 3 or 4 in there.
And I believe that visitation was for the best because, I mean, Dak Prescott, he have nerve now. This fella, this is a different Dak Prescott I'm seeing right now. And it appears to me that he always had it in him, but he was holding back. He was holding back for some reason. What I'm seeing now, because CeeDee Lamb was always there. CeeDee Lamb was always willing to catch those balls.
But it made a difference with George Pickens too, though.
And Pickens also. You see what I'm saying? And these guys are just so motivated. I'm seeing a different Dallas Cowboys team, and I believe that you're going to be right up there with everyone else. I believe for what I'm seeing right now. And I never thought in my life that this day was going to come, that I was going to be speaking as positive of the Dallas Cowboys as today. Well, I never thought it.
And here's the double-edged sword for you and the silver lining for me. I think the way they're playing right now, they could run the board, and if the chips fall correctly, they'll make the playoffs and make some noise this year. But more importantly, if they don't make it this year, can you imagine this team with a whole offseason to get together, add free agency plus a draft?
No, y'all have proven
that could be a scary monster to look at come next September, too.
No, y'all have proven yourself to make the playoffs and go past the first round. Well, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Y'all have proven yourselves to do that. Now, as far as the Lakers is concerned, my friend, I don't want LeBron James to believe that the Lakers look good this season because of him.
Oh, no, he knows that already.
He knows that.
He knows that already.
I want him to believe that. You see?
The Lakers have gone back to the days of Jerry West and Gail Goodrich, buddy. 2 white boys in the backcourt. You're just shaking things up.
Yes, sir. Anyway, y'all have a good one.
Good stuff, Mystery. Be safe out there, man.
Take your time, man.
Have a good one out there. Be safe. And
okay, take care. Yep.
I think your Heat play later today. If not, your Dolphins playing for sure. Let's get this other call in. Talking Heads. Sorry, Press Box. Wrong
Press
show.
Box.
Press Box.
Naughty?
Yep.
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's happening?
Let's talk about the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, MJ's not here today, so we don't have to talk. 1 second. We don't have to talk about the San Antonio Spurs because MJ's not here today. But I guess you're going to make sure we talk about the Spurs.
Yes, sir.
All right. All I'm going to say to you is this. Having had to sleep on the sofa on many occasions, either because, the Spurs beat my Lakers, or the other night I inflicted the mercy ruling and said, MJ, I love you. Stay comfy. I can go sleep on the sofa. I can think about the 118, 116 victory we just had over y'all, and I can sleep comfy. But I will tell you this. The Spurs I respect because they got a system. And they won a lot. They were in the desert for a minute trying to rebuild, but they've put their team together with the style of players that fit that Popovich system. And I don't care what nobody say, Popovich still somewhere tucked away in the back rooms of the executive office pulling strings. Wembayana, Vassell, Castle, Johnson off the bench.
Fox.
De'Aaron Fox was a great move. Listen, I respect what the Spurs have done because they built it the right way, the way they do it. And give them one more year, and I think it's going to be hell to pay with them. I think they just need to go through some youthful growing pains this year. Maybe a little disappointment unexpectedly, but I think from here on out, for the next 3 to 5 seasons, they keep this team together, they're going to be tough out there in the Western Conference.
Well, let's see how we go through the cup. I see y'all team in the cup still. Let's see how we go through the cup.
Well, the Lakers, I'll tell you, 4-0 through the cup. I was too busy, watching them.
I don't stay tuned in with the cup, man.
The cup, yeah, we got to play up to the cup. I don't even buy into that either, but
yeah,
I think
Spurs look good.
I think the Spurs look good, and not just for now, bro. I think they look good for the long haul as well.
Wemby's not even back yet, though.
Yeah, see what
Maybe they
happened.
got hurt again.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at him right now. Wemby's been out for what, going on 2 weeks?
Right.
Maybe more. And the Spurs are number 5 at 13-5 in the Western Conference.
Okay.
They right there. And when you look at the bunching, you got Denver at 14-5, Houston at 12-4, Lakers at 14-4, and that's just because of scheduling. Because while I play tonight, you may be off tonight, and when you play tomorrow, I may be off. But that's just how the NBA goes. But it all gets caught up in the end.
I was surprised with the last game against the Nuggets.
Again, you mean the Spurs and the Nuggets?
Yes, sir.
But I missed that one, so break it down.
They got a huge win, upset win.
Oh, the Spurs and the Spurs playing out with Wemby against the Nuggets. Okay.
Without Wemby.
That's a couple of nights ago, right?
Yeah, 139, 136.
Okay.
Jokic had a down night for his standards. He had 21, 10, and 9, which is a down night for Jokic if you think about it.
Yeah, but
shows how great he is.
For the Spurs to win in Denver.
Yeah.
And beat a healthy Nuggets team.
Champagne gave them 25 and 10.
That's the next name right there that I forgot to call.
35, Fox 12 and 15.
And Fox is the balance. Fox is playing perfect point guard for you.
Yes, sir.
I think
I like the way we going to youth instead of going the veteran and the accomplished stars.
Youth movement.
But again, that was smart on your behalf, but that's part of the system I was talking about. Popovich says we're going to be in the wilderness for a couple of years, but when we get all these draft picks and we move salary and we could add free agents, see, San Antonio will take a pit stop like NASCAR and miss a couple of laps just to make sure when they do come back on the road, they come back with 4 fresh tires ready to roll. I think Ron Harper Jr.'s Ron Harper's son, not Ron
Dylan
Harper.
Harper.
Dylan Harper is another key acquisition for you too,
and a rookie.
And his brother just signed with the Celtics the other day.
Did he not?
2-way contract. He was actually on the bench yesterday when they lost. Didn't play, but he was actually
Ron Harper Jr. That's the brother, yeah, probably the older brother, and then Dylan Harper.
And I think Dylan is another one too that this could be a good one for you. I think the Spurs are well placed for the years to come, bro. We got to get to the break. I appreciate the call. We'll be talking NFL and the flip side, man. Enjoy your sports.
Enjoy your day, bro. Shout out to the Spurs.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll be into the 12 o'clock hour. We will be talking NFL. Clinton J will be joining us. We'll be talking AFC Report, brought to you by the Green Parrot. NFC Report, brought to you by Margaritaville PI. And our Pigskin Picks, brought to you by The Island Game. All right, this is the Press Box, all brought to you by The Island Game, Margaritaville PI, Green Parrot, and Bud Light.
Just because he stopped Declan Rice playing. Absolutely stopped him playing. And all the way through it,
Great Commissions Ministries is God's storehouse. They have been caring for the poor, homeless, and hurting since 1987. You are invited to support their Stop and Drop program by dropping off some food items in their barrels and some cash in their bottles. You can donate an offering each month or pay your tithes online to Great Commissions through the Givelify or Suncash apps. Help them to shelter the homeless, feed the hungry, and spread the gospel of Christ. Volunteer your service and support the Live to Give program. Call Great Commission Ministries, God's Storehouse at 325-5801 for further information or stop by the office on Wolf Road. Be blessed.
Naughty back at you, repping for the Island game. The NFL season is upon us, and the final push is back with the Island game, and you could win big all NFL season long. Every $20 bet made on the Island Game Sportsbook gets you registered for the grand drawing. $2,000 in September, $3,000 in October, $5,000 in November, and in December, an all-expense-paid trip to Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California. So it pays to play and win with the Island Game. The game you know, the friends you trust. And the Island Game always reminds you to play responsibly.
1 in every 4 Bahamians face some level of food insecurity. AML Foods remains committed to helping, and this year, through our Feed 5,000 program, will donate $50,000 to provide holiday meals for families in need. But we need your help. From November 3rd to December 17th, show your support and donate at the register at Solomon's, Cost Right, Fresh Markets, Eleuthera Markets, Exuma Markets, or Domino's Pizza in New Providence, Grand Bahama, or Exuma. Together, let's put an end to hunger.
Bahamas, are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the press box. It is 12:02 p.m. It is a Sunday. It is the press box, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Bud Light. And it's now time to talk football, NFL.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We got lots to talk about. Pearly, you know what? I think this is strategic on Pearly's behalf.
Yeah, avoid him because of the Dolphins.
Right now, he done prepped his better half. All right, I need you to call me at 11:30 something.
He's got to be Dolphins.
I can say it's a pressing issue because I know when 12 o'clock comes, see, that'll have me out there enough time that I don't have to go back in. Once Naughty finish, run on about the Cowboys, then I'll slide back in and I'll do the picks and stuff. Yeah, so make sure call me and rescue me at this time.
You really should be in politics. You can spin.
How about, let's say...
Let me call Penn and Brave and see which one can take you.
Huh?
Let me call Penn and Brave and see which one of them can take you. You can spin.
I ain't calling nobody Dottie, so.
I said Dottie.
Anyway, Clint J in the building. What's going on, Clint?
What's up, Clint?
What's good, peeps? Everyone good? Everyone have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh,
yes, man. We did. How you, man?
Thanksgiving.
No, Clint actually thought Dallas was going to lose.
I know Stat Boy didn't have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're trying to forget about it, man. At least we had great food and family. That's all you could thank. Not football this thanks. Yeah.
But the lone pot cake stood alone on Turkey Day.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to keep picking against the Cowboys so we can keep winning.
Man, keep doing it. If that's the mojo that's going to work, Clint, keep doing it, man. You go low, I'll go high, and we'll get to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, we playing the Lions next week. Oh yeah,
They better be Detroit. I think they honestly could though, objectively.
Now see, Clint, let me just get this in, cause Pearly coming here well lotion today to slide out of this, and it ain't gonna happen. Pearly, did you see that display by my Dallas Cowboys on Thursday? Yeah, Dallas Cowboys. Clint's Dallas Cowboys too.
He's hurting his head.
Did you see that? I want to know one thing. Were you more impressed by the Cowboys, or were you sitting there going, dear God, this could be long with Naughty? Oh my God, this could be
Probably what it was.
After I said, dear God, this could be long with Naughty,
Yeah.
I said, it goes back to what I've been saying, that I don't think Kansas City is going to make it to the Super Bowl. I think
Playoffs. They could even miss that.
They may miss the playoffs, but I said I don't think they can make it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah,
nor will
no,
they make
not
it
at
to
all.
the Super Bowl. And that was a display of it on Thursday. Dallas looked good. Credit where credit is due. Oh, ooh.
What?
A bit my tongue. But the point about it is, I don't know if it's an indication that Dallas is a lot better, or we really see how weak Kansas City is this year. It could be a little both.
I think it's a mix of both, honestly, because Dallas is running the table, but because Mahomes still played great, and they withstood that and won.
Yeah, well, I mean, we beat the AFC championships and the NFC championships
Back to back in 4 days.
The
In
Super
4
Bowl
days.
from last year, we spanked up both of them.
In 4 days. Dallas is like my pop said, Nealand plus the trades y'all have made, the acquisitions, running the table. It could look like, and if y'all beat Detroit to get to 7-5-1.
Well, now when you want to look at it, right? When you want to look at it, let's have a look. Let's have an in-depth look, because it is doable. You all told me a couple of weeks ago it wasn't doable. You told me I was crazy, freaking myself out. But now, after a couple of weeks and some seconds and thirds of turkey, caller, I see I get you in a sec. We look at the standings in the National Football Conference, and the Dallas Cowboys have matriculated their way up from number 11 to number 9. They play Detroit 7-5, Cowboys 6-5-1. That tie is going to help us. We play the Lions and beat the Lions. We jumped to 7-5-1. They dropped to 7-6.
And own the tiebreaker over them in any event.
And here's some interesting factors now too. You got to look at teams like San Francisco at 8-4. That's got some tough games on their schedule. You also have to look at a team like Green Bay. After what I saw out of Chicago, the way they're running the football with that two-headed monster.
Honestly, their offense is,
Buddy.
they're looking good now.
Now Green Bay could drop a game or two, and here we are. 6-5-1.
And you have to hope Carolina also just drops out.
Well, I
falls
think
out, 'cause
Carolina starts
beat
the
y'all.
free fall tonight.
I think they're gonna.
Listen, we're gonna pick this up whenever you come back. I know you're dealing with it with an emergency, but man, we picking this up. You ain't no sir.
He's trying to duck.
Boy, call him Donald out there.
He's trying to duck, man.
So you got to look at Green Bay. I think Seattle's gonna keep winning and be strong. I think now.
And LA.
Clint, are you ready for this? You and I both know there's been no repeat winner in the NFC for 24 years.
East.
NFC East for 24 years. Watch. It's not going to be a repeat winner this year. The Eagles are going to buck their toe and backslide.
2023 again.
Cowboys going to win that division.
2023
We
all
still
over
got Clint,
again.
or he dropped off? Clint still there, or is he on mute?
Yeah, no, I'm right here.
Oh,
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this.
Watch it. All right, wrap your head around it. Here we go. Buckle up. The Eagles now have to play the Chargers in Los Angeles.
Winnable, though.
On Monday night. It's winnable, but the Chargers are coming off a bye. They're rested. They're getting key defenders back, and they're getting their running back fresh to go.
I think Philly's defense will still win them that game, though.
Philly's
Honestly,
defense.
true.
Philly's defense. Where's Philly's defense?
They're great. Philly,
Great, yeah.
the offense is the issue.
Stat boy, let's have a look.
Okay.
What did the defense do last week? Let up 24 unanswered points. What did the defense
That's
do this
true.
week? Gutted. By
Okay,
not
they
one-
almost shut us out the first half.
I will say this, though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that was some self-inflicted wounds there too.
They
Clint.
scored no points after the 21. They let y'all go on a 24-0 run. At some point,
We
the
went
offense has, you have to play
From
complementary
11
football.
minutes in the second quarter till
For
the
the,
end
yeah,
of the
for
game,
for the next 9 minutes out of
the
a
Eagles were
60-minute
a
game,
non-factor.
because it's complementary football.
So I think the Chargers upset them and put them at 8-5. We get to 7-5-1. We knocking on the door now. Yeah, they can beat the Raiders, not the Bills, on Sunday.
No, I got the
In
Bills to beat
Orchard
them.
Park in the snow. Now we 8-5, And there's
Or
two
you
games
mean
on that.
9-6 because you have them to beat the
Oh,
Raiders.
right, 9-6. My bad. Now you got 2 games against the Commanders. I said they're going to split one of those games with the Commanders.
10-7. I think they go 11-6 at the worst.
Okay, fine.
But I mean,
if Dallas runs the board, Dallas goes 11-5-1, and we win the division.
You have to,
How about them Cowboys?
You have to hope, but you have to hope that the Chargers can beat them, and the Lions
don't
can
see
split
that
with them
happening.
too. I really don't
Listen,
see the Chargers beating them.
And
either.
now let me go and tell you, the same way they backslid into the playoffs a couple of years ago after a 9-2,
2023, 10-1. Yeah, I know what
10-1
you mean.
start, they could buck their toe. And with 4 losses right now, all I need them to do is buck their toe twice, and it's doable.
Isn't Omarion Hampton coming back?
Omarion Hampton's coming back, and if they're susceptible to the run, the NFL is a copycat league. If you don't think Harbaugh is out there drawing up running plays after watching not 1 but 2 running back gut them for identical yards, 129 and 128, each with a touchdown.
I definitely think that they'll lose to Buffalo, though.
And I think Buffalo at that point is going to have to be fighting for
Because
their
Buffalo's
life.
fighting for playoffs, and but they're
Exactly.
at home. And that's a tough crowd to play in, and the snow and everything going into that.
So
They fighting for wild card.
Yeah, and so are we. But
Yeah,
now
Buffalo
if we
ain't
could
getting
get-
that division.
If
Nope.
we could get closer to the division, and now we play home for 1 game, that keeps the momentum going. The Dallas Cowboys are eerily reminiscent of that Green Bay Packers team that won the Super Bowl. They won their last 6 regular
That
season
2011
games.
squad.
Then they won the 4 playoff games, wild card, divisional, NFC Championship, and Super Bowl. I got that feeling about this team. But I don't want to go out there because you're going to say I'm crazy. But maybe I am a little bit crazy. Let's get to the phone lines. Talking heads. Press box.
Yeah, gentlemen.
I got to
yeah,
work on that,
gentlemen.
man. I
How
got to
y'all
work
doing,
on
man? How
that.
y'all doing?
Is this Muff Roll?
Just the great
Yes, it
muff
is.
roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Roll.
Boy, Stud Boy, I know you went out a happy Thanksgiving, boy. You had a Thanksgiving, but you went out a happy one. You
Hey,
and,
man.
And Sidoni, you and Sidoni, you all ain't had a happy Thanksgiving.
It wasn't a happy football Thanksgiving. I'll admit that. And to lose to Burrow and the Bengals, that always hurts the worst. The Steelers and then the Bengals. Losing the Browns ain't that terrible.
Let me say this
But-
with your old man, though. Your old man prediction over the last 2-3 weeks have him looking like a sports analyst.
Yeah,
guru.
it's deadly accurate.
Naughty Damas.
Deadly
Because
accurate.
last Sunday, when he's saying what all the Cowboys could do in that game against the Eagle and everything,
And the Steelers, how they're gonna turn out.
Say, wake up. And
And us.
everything he predict come true.
Yeah,
But
man.
Naughty. Baltimore lose, so Pittsburgh slipped back on top of them. But they got the Bills today.
They'll
I
lose
hate
that,
the-
and then we'll go back in first in the division again.
Exactly. I hate Pittsburgh and I hate the Bills, so I want that come in a tie. I don't want none of them in because I want
Nah,
the Bills
but
to lose so
we need the
can get
Bills to beat the
closer
Steelers for
to
our
them.
sake.
But I don't
so.
like the Pittsburgh because these niggas are talking to me dead bad if they.
Hey, Muff, we're on radio, man.
What?
Yeah.
We're on radio, man, please.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this though. Last night, boy, that bugged me, boy, with Detroit, boy. Hey, Cape Cunningham, man, we couldn't stop him going to the rim, boy. Hey,
That was-
bugged me, boy.
But Muff, that was an
I really
entertaining
wanted to see
game.
that game.
That was an entertaining game, bro. I enjoyed
Yes,
the heck
but-
out of that game.
Yeah, but I wanted us to win and to be more entertaining, boy. But Toronto Raptors, they bugging, they surprising the world. How they can't
said
on in
that.
second place. Where they guys come from all of a sudden?
Yeah,
this
but they
year?
choked last night in Charlotte. They had a game put to bed in the 4th quarter and blew it in the last 12 seconds of the game. And then in overtime, Charlotte ran away from them.
Yeah, all right. And then this one for Pearly, and then I hang up and I can listen. But Pearly, we should go 3 in a row against the Saints. So the Miami should get 3 in a row today.
Yeah, but listen.
Pearly,
5 and 7.
you have to put up the back-to-back world champion on your WhatsApp page, man, and thing. I thought the honeymoon period is over, man.
Pearly had
Why
to
you
step
gotta
out,
keep
so-
reminding people that the Dodgers is back-to-back champions, man, and you all been back-to-back champions.
Because he'll know he'll never be able to do it again in this lifetime for the Dolphins.
All right, gentlemen, I too like to continue listening to
All
it,
right,
man.
good
Continue
stuff,
as
Muff.
usual. Great
All right,
show.
Muff. Enjoy your Sunday. Listen, I'm looking at the Steelers schedule still, though. And to Muff, to all of your Steeler neighbors and your Steeler homeboys and homegirls and friends and family and all of that, the Bears took care of them. Now, the Ravens must-win game in Baltimore. I think Baltimore beats them. I think Lamar doesn't have a third bad game
Who do
in
we
a row.
play?
Pittsburgh next Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man, I really think there's something wrong with Lamar. I think something at
The injury's worse than he's letting on.
I think so.
Yeah.
Something's
Yeah,
torn in the knee or the ankle.
But
Something has to be.
listen, that team could still win. You know what you do? You turn around and you hand the ball over and repeatedly to number 22, Derrick Henry.
I mean, you might as well at this
rewind,
point.
repeat, rewind, repeat, rewind, repeat. Oh,
Because-
little dunk off the Zay Flowers when nobody's
Right.
looking, and there's a
And
buster for 50 yards.
And the funny thing is that the run blocking, we're actually surprisingly great at that, but we can't pass block for anything, which is what led us to
So
this
play to
predicament in
that
the first
strength.
place.
And I'll be honest with you, your
The defense is playing better.
it's improved, but you can't leave them on the field.
That's what I'm saying.
All
Because
game
the
long.
32 points, people would be like, oh, 32 points. We couldn't keep the ball on offense and get in rhythm, so of course.
Now,
of course.
dependent on the weather in Pittsburgh, and Clint, let me know how you feel on this one. Dolphins, like you say, are poised to win 3 in a row today against the Saints.
I think Muff said that.
Muff just said that. You think the Dolphins, with a funky feeling next week, go to Pittsburgh and their head coach pulls something out the bag with some passing plays and attacks that weak secondary?
I don't know. I mean, they're getting Darren Waller back, which is a huge plus for them. But I think Jalen Ramsey's just, he wants to go after them. He's got something personal against the Dolphins, so that's going to be a fun game to watch.
But if A-Chain could get loose, that might be a headache for the Steelers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could say that about any player, but yeah, if anyone's going to do it for the Dolphins, it'll be him.
Now, here's another game that I think looms as a problem for the Steelers. Next week, the following week, they're on the road in Detroit, and if Detroit loses a game, then Detroit's going to be playing with blood in their eye for that wild card because the division is no longer theirs. So that's going to be a tough game. And then they end with 2 division rivals. The Browns in Cleveland, which is probably going to be frozen, and the Ravens end up at Pittsburgh for the final game of the season.
Aaron Rodgers is used to the cold, though.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying that those games in the cold last year, that Browns game, the Browns beat the Steelers. And I watched that game. I was in Pittsburgh, stuck in the airport trying to get back. And I watched it, and that there was the Browns in that kind of environment. And now you throw the Cinderella story that is Shedeur Sanders in there now. That's ripe for prime time in that division. So
Prime time.
You got to look at all those intangibles to play out. So, I think when it all boils down, it may come down to the wire, but I think the Ravens get it at the wire.
Not the way they look Thursday.
Yeah, but like I was just mentioning to start by, you can't leave the defense on the field the length of time that Baltimore left them on the field.
Didn't we beat y'all in Miami?
And don't hold your breath on Cincinnati coming back and running the table.
One second. Cincinnati is another one. They don't play Cincinnati anymore, but you are very right, Clint.
Yeah, we do after Pittsburgh.
You play them. Pittsburgh don't play them
Yeah, they
anymore.
already split with
In my
them.
opinion, I think Pittsburgh scared out there because Burrow looked like he got that funky feeling. And they did it
I'm just
last
talking
week.
about
Funky
winning the
feeling to
division.
do what? They're 4-8.
Division game.
They
Stop,
beat
boy.
you guys. They put
You
you all in a
ever won
position where you
five.
don't want to be in right now. Now you're in second place because of that loss to the team you should have beat. Don't
you
measure
guys
beat
won
Miami.
five.
You're not supposed to beat Miami.
Buffalo is going to beat Pittsburgh today, and then it's 6-6, and then round 1 is between us and the Steelers. The Pittsburgh. Let's look at Cincinnati's schedule, and you tell me who they could really beat with that defense. Sure, yeah, they got a win on us. Okay,
They sure did.
Yeah, I know. I watched it.
I'm
man.
loving it. Did you? How did you feel?
I mean, I cut it off at about 26-14. I just knew it wasn't going nowhere.
Okay, all right.
It's the one time I've wanted to choke Lamar and just what.
He
how
hasn't
you
thrown a
playing
touchdown
so
pass
well?
in 3 games.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's been training with Tua. I think that's what it
probably
is,
so.
Yeah.
But don't try to run
Flowers
Miami.
had minus points in fantasy.
He cost me. He cost
We
me.
get it.
Lamar?
He cost me.
Yeah.
All right. Cincinnati has Buffalo to play. Loss. Then they play us at home. Possible win. But at that point, they have 9 losses. It doesn't matter. Then they play y'all at Miami on 8:20 primetime, December 21st. Probably going to win that. They could beat Arizona. They could go 8-9, but Buffalo's going to beat them and make them 8-9. They're not going
The
anywhere.
way Buffalo looks, they could lose the Buffalo. If Burrows played the way against Buffalo, he played against you guys. They can beat Buffalo.
Maybe. But then that defense is atrocious.
They can put up points.
Josh Allen had a terrible game against the number 1 defense in the NFL. The Bengals have the worst defense in the NFL.
You know why I laughing?
And it's in Buffalo, they're losing.
You
They're
know why?
losing.
You know why I
They're
smiling
losing.
and I laughing?
Why?
I having a proud papa moment. I just watched that boy, cool, calm, and collected. Talk about everybody else's team. Baltimore come up, run on.
Yeah.
That just remind you of. I thought about every other team. You say anything about the Cowboys, let's go. I
I'm probably did well. He did well, and I'm irking him and poking the bear here, and he's handling himself very well.
No, but
all we have to do for our division is beat Pittsburgh twice. We could even lose to Cincinnati again. They're not going anywhere.
But that's a division
We have New
rivalry,
England
so
and
that's
Green
a
Bay.
possibility that you can split.
Yeah.
You got to be careful of division rivalry games.
But we have Cincinnati to play again.
I can't never say division rivalry games. I used that theory last week to come out looking sharp, so I'm on it. Nobody.
New England will
was
be a
late.
tough game. Green Bay will be a tough game. Pittsburgh again.
you
We
know
have a
something?
tough end of the schedule. We have a
But
tough
Baltimore
schedule.
is not firing on all cylinders.
They're
They
not.
just do not look good at all. I don't know many teams that you guys can beat. And I'm not saying that to jab at you.
I'm aware. I know. That's why I
do
said.
not see many teams they could beat.
Caller will get to you in 1 sec.
I said when we were 1-5, I'd opt for a tank.
Stop.
I said that.
But what happens if you tank out the rest of the way now? Seriously.
That don't
where
even
do you
make
end
no
up?
sense because then we'll have a mediocre draft pick.
But you keep looking at me. Anything in the
You'll have
first
a top
round,
10 pick.
anything in the first and second round are good picks.
Fair enough.
They players that can start.
Because
in
I
the
already
NFL.
know if we go to the playoffs this year, it's the first or second. We're not getting past the divisional round with
Here's
how
what
the
you
team
can
is
do.
playing. We're not.
You could retool your offensive line. They got good offensive linemen.
We
in
need
this
pass
draft.
sure
pro.
do.
We
This
need pass
deep-
pro.
this
You,
year's
you
deep
also
offense.
need. You also could pick up on that defensive line that y'all are famous for all
Yeah,
the time.
it's weak.
You need wide receivers too, don't you? Do you? No.
We have Zay
And you got-
Flowers. We have Bateman. Bateman's dealing with some injuries. We could use a third guy. That'd be great.
You need your guy to replace or come along and be a running mate with Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Who you talking
And
about?
you have a plethora of wide receivers. You got a top 10 pick. You could make a trade and move up and get Smith from Ohio State.
I don't think Smith comes out this year. I think it's next
Okay,
He may not
if
come
he
out this
stays.
year. He may
but you
not.
got
'Cause
another.
I think he has another year because you have to be 3 years removed. So he's a freshman. True
Yeah.
freshman. I think, no, he's sophomore this year. Last year, true freshman.
I just hope that guy with the legacy name, because he had a good game on Friday, doesn't come and do fool and try to take
Manning?
yeah, and come
Manning.
and fool and say he get into the NFL. He needs to stay in there one more year. He needs a lot of work.
Yeah, he does. Arch Manning ain't ready. I think it's best he stay for his senior season.
Let's get to the phone lines real quick. Talking heads.
Yeah, Naughty, I forget to tell you this for Pearly.
Yes,
Pearly,
ma'am.
I don't only want you to believe your Notre Dame team blowing out teams and have a winning streak going on. Naughty, how about them kids? How about them kids?
How about them kids?
Yeah, how about them? I'm winning streak too, Pearly.
Listen, I had to sit down Friday night
He
and-
on a 7-game winning streak
Yes,
too, man.
you do. You are
Let's go,
lucky.
kids. Let's go, you.
Are we sure
All
we
right,
want to
gentlemen.
talk college football right now?
Because I have a son, my good son, Dr. Thompson. I had to sit with him Friday and listen to him berate me because he's a huge. You think you're a Hurricane fan? He's a huge Hurricane
That's
fan.
a good kid, man.
And he couldn't understand how Notre Dame
Yeah,
get to
he's
be
a smart
above
fella,
them.
Pearly. He's a smart fella.
I said-
Yeah, man. All right, yeah.
I
Let's
told
go
you,
to you. Let's
we-
go, kids.
We
All right,
beat y'all.
gentlemen.
We beat
All right,
y'all.
Muff, be safe,
Yeah,
though.
Muff. We beat y'all. I say, yeah, y'all beat us. But we also lost to A&M, which is another top 5 team. And you guys lost to SMU.
I mean,
And we beat you, though.
Yes, in the first game of the
beat Pitt.
season.
They beat Pitt.
Pitt was number 25 and number 24 in the country. What are you
Yeah,
talking
we're
about?
top 25 team.
None of them matter. You know why? We are repeating, and we just won the game. And we just won the game 27-9. And we're
Ohio
winning it
State.
again. We're winning it again. I don't want to hear.
Oh, you never know.
Buckeye.
When you became a Buckeye fan? As soon as they started winning the
No. When I first started really watching college football, you can't pull for Bama.
But
Can't
never,
really pull
ever.
for Oklahoma. Never pull
Listen,
for Bama.
when he was
OSU had Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. They had Justin Fields come after
Okay,
that.
okay.
They had talent. I mean,
He started.
receivers, they were great.
He bought into Ohio
Zeke
State.
came
in a long
out of
time.
Ohio State to go to the
I
Cowboys.
was quite upset considering how Ohio State beat the KNCS back when Corker was head coach, and
Yeah.
then the Ohio State coach come in. Oh, take some game film.
Wasn't
This is
gonna-
how we do it.
wasn't
We build
gonna
in a
pull
program
for
and lost
LSU.
it.
Finally beat
or
Michigan.
the
5 years. Huh? It
Kansas.
took you 5 years to beat Michigan, huh?
But we still own it. And
Get
guess what?
Michigan
It
on the
doesn't
off
matter.
year.
It doesn't matter. Sure, it doesn't matter. This is a historic defense we have in the
You really
shoe.
got to
Okay,
Columbus.
Look at but
Listen.
six possible first round picks.
This is like
Yeah.
the Buckeye. I mean, not the Bulldogs a few
But
years
hey,
ago.
But
stop
don't
right-
sleep on them Bulldogs. They're looking really good.
We're gonna
I
wrap
want
up the
Doc to come
AFC
see
and
me.
get to the NFC because we got to get picks to get through.
We're trying not to get to that.
That's why I said we don't want to talk college football.
We're trying to keep
We haven't
talking.
even mentioned Lane Kiffin possibly going to LSU and all that, leaving
that's-
Ole Miss in between that window. So,
I tell you, that running back from Florida,
which running back?
I'll pull his name up right now.
I
man.
will say, in fairness to the Canes, y'all do have a good freshman receiver who's going to be a beast. I think his name is Malachi Tony.
Yeah.
That kid is going to be
And they
something
also got
special.
that defensive end that's going to be a first round
That's
pick
right.
as well.
That's right. The Canes are decent, but
Jaden Barr is his name.
Barr. All right.
Jaden Barr, B-A-U-G-H. And I want you to go to Google, go to YouTube, type in his name, and look at this kid run. It is the second coming of LaDainian Tomlinson. It is the second coming of LT.
He's high praise, man. He's going to be one of the first 3 running backs picked.
Yeah, he is.
Could be the first one.
Considering last year he only played 4 games for the Gators, had 700 yards, like 8 touchdowns in a 4 game
Can
period.
Jeremiah Love come out? Or is he a freshman? I'll have to look that up because Jeremiah Love for Notre Dame.
Shh, quiet. Yeah, he could actually be somebody that kind of like Bijan Robinson goes in the top 5 and surprises people.
Oh, he's only 20 years old. He can't come out.
He's coming out. Mel Kiper's already got him in mock drafts, stat boy.
3.0 student do.
Correct. If he comes out.
You know, if Notre Dame was the lowest standards like some other schools, you know how awesome they would really
Anyway,
be?
let's get back to the AFC.
You know, because they take their academics
very serious. Yeah,
they take the academics very serious. You know, something like Zach, you know,
So let's look at the AFC real quick.
How y'all do in baseball against QC?
We lost.
Yeah, okay.
We lost to the championship in Senior Boys Championship to QC.
Okay, Abbott, Costello. Can we get back to
let's go, man.
Let's go. All right. Let's look at the AFC. New England, Denver, I think a free cut and clear to make the playoffs.
Probably so.
10-2 New England, Denver 9-2, playing for home field advantage at some point.
Feels like
Now,
the 2000s again.
You got
With young teams, though.
You got the third tiers, and here's where you got to watch out. Indianapolis at number 3, Pittsburgh at 4, Chargers at 5, Jacksonville at 6, Buffalo at 7, Houston at 8, Kansas City at 9,
Baltimore at 10 for right now.
Miami at 11. Watch out for that Houston team, that Jacksonville team, and that Indianapolis team. That AFC South is not over yet.
Not in the slightest. This is a good one. All within a game.
They play each other. They're all within a game, and they still have to play each other to wrap up the schedule. So I think that's going to cause some playoff shifting. Buffalo is in jeopardy. They're 7-4. They keep losing. They're not gonna be there. Miami slowly but surely at 4-7, creeping up. But when you look at KC and Houston, if Houston at 6-5 could creep up, hey, you can't see Jason the Dolphins fans. God, you got to know me at some point, man.
Yeah.
So Dolphins, watch out. I mean, y'all win today. Y'all 5-7. And y'all get the right thermal under it. Y'all go on the road and play in the cold. Y'all can end the season 9-7.
Man, somebody take that eggnog from Naughty. You talking about Miami?
Hey, Clint, come on, man. You and I both know I only doing it to be scum bucket toward the Dolphins.
You know, you're saying that, right? You're really saying that. But if you look at...
But watch this now, Clint. Watch this stat boy. But I could spin. Here comes the spin. Here comes the Lignum Fighty Top himself.
If you look at Houston, who's 6-5, the Chiefs are 6-6. The Ravens they only a game away from basically tied with Miami. And then you look at the Bills, the Jags, and the Chargers all at 7-4. It can happen. Not that it will. It probably won't. But anything.
You're just saying it can.
You need some help.
The way this season is going, almost anything's possible.
But I will tell you this:
Dallas beat Kansas City. What you think? Anything's possible.
Kansas City is in jeopardy of not making the playoffs. Period.
Yeah, and like I said, they're not going to make the AFC Championship. They will not be in the Super Bowl this year.
I think New England.
I'm adding to it. They could possibly not make the playoffs. Yeah, Big Chief, I said it.
I think New England and Denver, like I said, are clear-cut favorites. But if I got to pick somebody who kind of slides through as a dark horse right now, if they keep playing the way they're playing, it's that Jacksonville team.
To get in, yeah.
They're horrible. They're ugly. But
they managed to win.
But they win.
My prediction is the Broncos going to the Super Bowl, but the team that
the
team that I will not sleep on, are the Chargers.
No, I'm sleeping heavy on them. Herbert's never won a playoff game.
No, there's always the first time.
Sleeping heavy.
This is the year first time things.
He's got to get that first time.
There's always a first time. There's always I'm not saying it's going to happen.
But to run the table like that, no.
It would not shock me to see the Chargers.
I will say Denver has the defense.
They do. And if their offense turn around, if their offense even start halfway decent, they could be there.
It depends because teams like the Bills, the Chiefs, the Ravens, I can't see.
I don't have any faith in the Bills. For some reason, I don't know. I
could genuinely see the Patriots making a run.
All right, well, we got to get to the break. So wrap it now so we can get to the break.
I don't think the Patriots is good.
But nobody from the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl. Clint's been on it for a little while, and I joined him a little bit after the Rams. Who's beating them?
I would not sleep on those Broncos. Good defense. Defense wins Super Bowls.
It can carry you, but the
defense
Rams
wins Super Bowls. Offense pack the stadiums.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Anyone beating the Rams?
No, I don't either. I don't either.
Together.
I don't either. But I'm saying it will not surprise me.
That's the most balanced team in football right now. Let's get to the break. Flip side of the break, we'll talk we'll break down the NFC report brought to you by Margaritaville PI. This was the AFC report brought to you by Green Parrot. We'll get into the NFC report, and then we'll get into our pro picks, our pigskin picks, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. And we got a solid Rich Eisen to take you home, so keep it right where you got it. All right, the press box continues right after this.
Are you ready for the ultimate Bud Light football experience? Buy 2 6-packs of Bud Light at any Jimmy's Wines and Spirits location or at participating liquor stores, and you're automatically entered to win. You could score an all-expense-paid trip to watch the Dolphins game live. Don't wait. Grab your Bud Light and get in the game today. Bud Light is distributed by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, who reminds you to drink in moderation.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a fresh start with a personal loan at Fidelity. You could win refreshing prizes like a luxurious spa day, John Boat gift certificates, a cruise for 2, and more. Make that move to a fresh start today. Call 356-7764. Promotion ends December 19th.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Always on the go? Missed a show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the press box. Brought to you by the Island Game, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Bud Light. Your boy Naughty along with Stat Boy, Earl the Pearl, and Clint J in the building right up until 1. And we got to talk NFC right now. All brought to you, of course, by Margaritaville PI. No, I'm listening because I'm looking at the time. It's 12:30. We still got the Rich Eisen to take us home. We got to get to the picks. So we could just glance over this. I've already expressed, I think my Cowboys run the board. I think they squeak into the playoffs somehow, and that'll be a dangerous team to play. I think you're looking at Detroit and possibly Green Bay having some free-falling issues, as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So you guys got the Lions.
We're going to beat them.
You got the Vikings.
We're going to beat them.
You got the Chargers.
That's the last tough one, according to you.
And Commanders.
Beat them.
Even though that's a division game.
And don't forget the Giants at the end of the year.
That's also a division game.
And we own the Giants.
That's what I'm afraid of. Because you own it, you may go in there a bit cocky.
No, let me tell you something. That's what I wanted to say, and I really want to get this off my chest. Not since Jimmy Johnson have we had a coach that commands that locker room, unites the team, has the team bought into the philosophy of the team, what we want to do. Shotty is all over it, bro. Shotty will not let them do that. Shotty will run.
So you have bought into Shotty now.
I told Shotty is
He's
my
your
boy.
He's your coach.
That's my coach.
Okay.
I told hold on.
Madam Producer, I need that clip, okay? That piece right there.
But make sure now they could play the other clip that I told them to hold on to this. I said initially at the first press conference, at first I was skeptical. And from the first press conference, I was like, wait a minute, that's Marty's son. Let me give him a listen. I said, hey, he sounded a little bit like your daddy. All right, a little fiery. And I watched him in the training camps. I watched him with the competition that he does, with players, fighting and buying into the program, how Jimmy Johnson had it. And then he started growing on me. And I was like, all right, I see what he's doing. And from our lowest point at 3-5-1, where they could have easily called him a Joe Alvisano, Lord bless the dead, he has risen like the phoenix from the ashes, winning 3 straight, and now getting ready to run the board, poised to put the Cowboys in the playoffs and do something we haven't done in a while, make a deep run.
Getting a little thick in there. Let me open this door.
So, yeah, that's why we won't buck our toe. Shorty won't let us buck our toe.
Okay, all right. So you're saying you basically could go.
We're running the board.
6-1 or 6-0 or 5-1.
Out of these,
you're saying you're running the board. You're going 6-0 from here.
Listen to me. I know the schedule in my head already. I'll tell you. Lions is a win. Vikings is a win. We're gonna beat the Lions, Clint.
No confidence.
No, I know what Clint's doing. Keep doing you, Clint. I'ma do me. Yeah.
So I legit don't think we're beating the Lions.
Right.
Jahmyr Gibbs is going to destroy us by himself.
Right. Excuse me.
Right.
Let me just let y'all know something.
He's that guy.
I am not gonna allow the Dallas Cowboys, who have been in the last 4 weeks been the number 1 team against the run, only allowed 90 yards in 2 games coming in, and held Kansas City under their average. Yeah. Other teams have shut Jahmyr Gibbs down. Look at Green Bay. They know how to shut him down.
You know what I'm forgetting as well is that Amon-Ra has a low ankle sprain.
He's not going to play. Correct. I was about to get to that.
Is out.
Laporta's out. 2 offensive linemen injured.
Ragno can't come back, by the way. He came out of retirement, but he failed the physical. He can't come back.
He can't come back, and Penny Sewell knee is giving him a little problem now, too. So you got to look at all of that. And the last time I checked, the last time I checked, the Detroit secondary doesn't suck. It sucks.
Yeah, it's not.
Branch with that.
You are becoming that guy. You are really becoming too. Oh my God, you worse than me.
But if you look at it, look at their secondary. It's horrible.
They haven't played this game yet. He's already put them in the Super Bowl.
I didn't say not yet.
I didn't say Super Bowl.
That's in a couple of weeks, but not yet. Right now, you look over on one side. You got Sedarian Lamb. Sedarian DeLeon Lamb. CD.
He was catch balls every other game.
Only 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8 targets for 112 yards and a touchdown. His drops have come against Philly. You look.
I said every other game. So he probably drop everything against Detroit.
You look over there. On the other side, you got Jorge Pickens.
Who's doing very well for my fantasy team. Thank you
Monster.
very much.
Jorge.
Pick your poison, and then quietly, Ferguson is his security blanket like Novacek used to be with Aikman.
And Dallas can run the ball with Javonte.
Correct. We're going to get to that. But you got 2 other receivers that contribute to the Cowboys, that go under the radar, but they have the potential to make big plays. Kevontae Turpin and Ryan Flanoy.
Flow.
So you gotta watch this offense. This is the number 1 offense. And Shotty plays it like that. If Eberflus, notice I called in his name right, because the last couple of weeks he's been doing it right, can get a couple of stops like how we're getting now, Dallas is gonna be a tough out, because like Statboy say, we can run the football. In addition,
that's the main thing. It's balance.
We have balance. We have really good balance.
What they needed was the defense to make key timely plays, and now it's happening like the Chiefs forcing key punts, and it won't come up as takeaways or turnovers, but things like that. The flow of the game.
You know what? Did you really look at it? And okay, I'm giving you credit where credit. They've done well.
Yeah.
But they catching a Chiefs team that look,
that's fine. We played the Raiders. That wasn't good enough.
Chris Jones been going.
Prove it to us against the Eagles, and we did. Well, you got to play the Chiefs. Whoa, they stuck on the reservation. Now we going to the Lions. We could turn them to kitty cats. What you could say next week?
I told you lost to the Lions. That's what I'll tell you next week.
You're trying to call it.
You ain't gonna say that at all.
All right, time will tell. The only thing I know, but one thing with Chris Berman, what he says, this is why we play the game.
If you look at the NFC, I see it like the AFC. You have the Rams and the Bears as right now the 2 best teams in that conference.
And the thing is, the Bears are getting in a flow on offense, but they lose. That's the first convincing win they fought. They either win close or lose big.
But I'll tell you something. The Bears have not turned the corner. They've got some injured players on defense back. They're running not 1 but 2 running backs.
Mononga and Swift is just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And quietly now that running game is opening up Luther Burden,
DJ Moore,
and Odunze.
That's right, from Washington.
And then Clint's tight end. I was just going to say, I would let Clint say it, because I see him killing people in fantasy with Loveland, and Loveland is a great pickup.
Yeah, Ben Johnson. What a turnaround, people. Everybody told it. Yeah.
Look at Ben.
9
Ben
and
is waiting
3.
for that opportunity. Ben is one of them nerdy kind of wonderkin coaches.
Hey, to be able to turn Caleb Williams around.
Correct.
Credit to you.
Yeah.
And so there you have it.
I didn't have any faith in the Bears until after this week. Okay, yeah.
Then you look at Philadelphia and Tampa. They have issues. Green Bay has issues. San Francisco and Seattle, they're going to have to play each other, but they should be able to do a thing or two. And then here come the Cowboys.
Well, Tampa's getting healthy now. Like,
Yeah,
they got Bucky
they are.
Irvin coming back.
Yeah, but
They
they-
got Godwin's finally at full
When is
speed.
Evans back?
But then they have no quarterback. Is Baker in today or is Baker out?
Baker will play today.
He's going to play.
But
When is
Tampa Bay-
Evans back?
Late season, week 15, 16, later
Okay,
on.
all right.
But the Buccaneers are 6-5 and have scored 259 points and allowed 284. I don't have faith in them.
Yeah, but they
And
find
they've
this
gotta
time
play-
of the year.
and they've gotta Yeah, but play look at that Carolina.
This
division.
time of year
Look
is
at
when
that
they start
division.
doing some things.
Agreed, but Carolina's hanging around.
How do they
fighting.
not win that division? Seriously,
if
though.
they choke the Carolina, that's the only way.
That's the only way. Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's garbage and the Saints are garbage. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
So
the Bucks.
only
I think the Bucks will be
Carolina
back,
can
but
take
I
that
don't
away.
have them to make a true run.
Yeah, but they could still. They're still going to win the division under 500.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you know, we're talking about all these teams, so we're saying so much, and we're not really paying attention to a team called the Green Bay Packers.
I told you they have issues.
What issues they have?
They have.
They beat 9. Anybody could beat 9. They let the Giants hold them to a touchdown, 1 possession game. Green Bay.
They got issues with their offense, Burley. Sometimes they come out the gate like Barasco and put up points, and other times they sputter. And they have a nasty way of playing to the level of their competition.
They do.
Yes, they do.
I must give.
Let's see what they do against the Bears.
I must give number one credit.
We'll have a story after they
I
get
must,
the Bears.
I
the
must give
Broncos,
Mike a
Bears.
credit, though. I know my pops hates to say it, but 12 and a half sacks. I just saw he got to 12 and a half sacks this year against somehow.
Listen.
I gotta
listen.
give him credit.
Listen.
Who you mean? The fella from
Penn State, yeah.
Okay. How much sacks he get? What he got?
12 and a half this year.
I'm not
12 and a half sacks?
Yeah, apparently so, yeah.
Yeah, but if you see, just
He's at 4.5 in the last 2 games.
This show is based on statistics. If you look at Micah Parsons out of his 12 and a half sacks this year, and you look at late in the game garbage time sacks, he's got 6.
I mean, yeah, fair. He got 6 against the Giants, Vikings,
Now-
and then Detroit. Detroit's impressed, but Detroit's
Same
O-line's
time,
hurt.
I would just like Clint. Maybe you could help me with this. Who leads the league in quarterback pressures, and who's had the most over the last 3 weeks?
Miami Dolphins.
No, his name is Big Q.
Quinnen
Williams.
My man.
No, it's an even trade-off. It's an even trade-off.
No,
Can't
it's
be mad.
not. We won that trade.
Think so?
Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, money to re-sign George Pickens and several others that we've
Oh,
already
no,
signed.
overall, in terms of the entire team, for sure.
2 first-round picks in
for the
2026.
total team, for sure. Because the thing is, Green Bay has to win this year. They went all in for this year. Because they're going to lose guys. Players get traded. Teams, things change.
And that just reminds me, Clint, I'm going to send you something now, and I want you to listen to it off air. But listen to it and tell me what you think. I think you're going to bust a gut. Don't be drinking or eating when you listen to it, because it might make you, spit up. It's Jerry in rare form. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, but you need to hear it. I think what you.
I'm
No,
worried
I'm about to show you how to be
You're not
that
worried
guy.
about Stat Boy?
What?
The attitude he's going to have next week if Dallas loses.
Pearly.
Because we're going to rub it in. He's going to be really upset.
Let me tell you this.
Somebody told me, say, I don't like the T's and not even they lose. He's getting mad.
We got to get to these picks.
And
I was about to say.
And I keep forgetting to tell you now. When you all tease me, I instantly become comedian.
No, that's not comedian.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's sour grapes, man.
No, that's what you call Lenny Bruce comedy. That's what you call Ralphie May. That's what you call Bill Maher. From the ankle.
Bill Maher,
up.
maybe, okay.
From the ankle.
Yeah, but Bill Maher does
up.
it with a smile. You do it with that. Look like.
No. Bill don't do it with no smile.
Yeah, Bill he does it with a straight face.
And slipping my mind right now.
Harry Spears.
No. Garbage.
Garbage.
No, Spence just is too
No,
bad.
man. Why is his name slip? Oh, what's his name, man? Me and MJ stay up watching him all the time, man. And oh God, why can't I remember this man's name? It's on the tip of that sounds bad.
Let's get to the picks.
MJ,
Let's get
if
to
you
the picks.
listening, help me, man. My mind going blank, man. And we watch him.
Who? Late night show?
No, man. Oh, God. It's going to come to me. But anyway, let's get into the picks.
Please.
Yeah, man.
Pretty, please.
All right, let's pull it up.
With a cherry on the top.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Thank you, God.
Goodness.
My left temple was starting to hurt me. I couldn't remember that man's name. Bill Burr. Pearly, go listen to Bill Burr.
I know who you're talking about.
Go listen to Bill Burr.
Okay.
I think Bill Burr, the way Bill speaks on certain things, I think me and Bill were separated at birth. All right?
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's get to the picks. Man.
All right, here we go on the picks. Let's go. Let's look at the schedule. Let's look at the games. Obviously, everybody in this room, except for me, 0-4 for the first 4 games.
No.
Oh. Who?
I picked Dallas.
When you picked Dallas? You didn't pick Dallas on the show last week.
Who, me?
No, you picked Dallas in your picks, but you said...
Yeah, but...
This is week 13, we're incorrect.
Okay, fine. You got it.
All right.
So last week...
was the Eagles. Yeah, that's fine.
There you
That's
go.
fine.
There you go. You're good. You're
Calm
good.
down.
You're good. You're good.
Before I pick against your Ravens, calm down.
They already lost. No need to
I
pick
mean, for
against
next
them.
week in
Oh,
advance.
my
Goodness.
Yeah, you wouldn't pick for the Steelers.
Can we get to the
That's
picks,
gross
please?
as
Can
well,
we get
even
to the
more.
picks?
Yeah,
Can we get to
please,
the picks?
please.
All right, here we go. Let's pull up the schedule. If somebody's got the schedule readily
Jacksonville
available,
Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans.
That's one of the early games.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Jags and Titans. Obviously, I like the Jaguars in this one.
I like them with the points. I'll take
Yeah,
you got them at -6?
I think they cover the 6 points.
Okay.
It's Tennessee.
What say you, Clint? It is a division game, so be careful.
Yeah, Thomas is finally back, but that kid Parker Washington is filled in nicely. So is Myers. Etienne's playing well. I mean, I can't stand Trevor Lawrence.
Me either.
I
He's
think he's
horrible. Garbage. He is.
But he's winning.
But he's winning.
But I mean, it's Tennessee. They got to win.
49ers and the Browns. I think the 49ers get it done. I think it'll be a lower scoring game than people think because the Browns have a good defense. But I think the defense of the 49ers in his second start might give Shedeur Sanders a little problem. Consider
They are injured. But yeah, the coaching will throw some things at him. I got 49 as well. I agree with you.
I like the 49ers, but I'm going to stick with the money line.
I want Shedeur. to do something special today.
I really
need to.
I would love to see them. That helps the Cowboys in the playoff
That's who I'm watching.
I'm not even talking about. I'm just talking about the way they treated him from the draft.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I agree.
Exactly.
Brock Purdy has 2 interceptions in 3 of 4 games. Like he's
He had
not
3
playing
against
good
Carolina.
either.
Had 3 against Carolina.
Are we seeing what Brock really is now?
What my
Miles
49er
Garrett's
fans
gonna
out there,
get all over him.
he's turning
But
into the
San Fran's
pumpkin
gonna
that
win.
I told you about. All right, we got the Texans and the Colts. I think that's an AFC South matchup right there that could go either way. But the Colts are at home, so I'm going to lean toward the Colts and say the Colts at home.
Only because they're at home.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but Houston's playing some defense, man.
I do not like playing any team playing against Houston. That defense is
different.
insane.
Yeah.
Daniel
D'Amico, he's a
Jones
great
has
coach.
A fracture in his leg, so he's hurting.
He does
They're
have a
gonna lean
fractured
heavy on
fibula, that's
JT.
correct.
Who has a fractured
They're leaning
fibula?
heavy on
Daniel
JT,
Jones.
but
I thought it was in his hand.
No,
I don't see
fractured
them getting it
fibula.
done.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
it's his leg. It's fibula.
Hold on. I thought it was his
I think Aaron
non-throwing
Rodgers
hand.
has the non-throwing wrist injury, so he might have like conflated it. But yeah, he has a fibula fracture.
I gave him the Texans.
Yeah.
Hey, but don't forget about
like
JT now.
Texans defense. Their defense is number 1 for a reason. They are.
Yeah, they are.
Hold on, you got
everyone.
a one-dimensional team now.
Yeah,
the quarterback is covered. What's you going to do?
Just stop JT.
Correct.
Might have to put Anthony Richardson in there. He's healthy.
Saints and the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins in this one.
Yeah, me too.
I think the Saints are in full tank mode now.
Probably.
I think Kellen Moore's looking at it like this: cheaper we tank so I can get the pieces that I need.
I think this
in
is
the
going to
draft.
give
Hate to say it,
This
yeah,
win is going to
Dolphins
give
win.
Dolphins some false hope. And they're going to start
Well,
bubbling
non-delusional
around.
Dolphin fans outside of
Hey,
yourself.
yeah.
But
Don't worry,
just for
Pearly.
some,
Go ahead,
just for some
Clint.
fantasy implications. Chris Olave with back spasms and problems, he is going to play, but I still think the Dolphins beat them.
Agreed.
You got A-Chen, who's just going to go all over them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pearly, y'all
Gonna
get the
run
5.
wild.
Y'all get the 5 and 7. Call me. I got a spin for you. I'll give you a spin. I got a spin cycle for you. Falcons and the Jets. Boy, I don't even want to touch this game.
Garbage
But
versus
I think garbage versus garbage. I think the Falcons are just a little less garbage.
Yeah.
I think the best player on the field is Bijan Robinson. New
Yeah.
York can't stop the run since who?
Yeah.
Quinton Williams ran to Dallas. So guess what? Boom. I'll take the Falcons in an ugly one. But Kirk Cousins is playing quarterback, so anything could happen.
Real talk.
Because Kirk loves
Kirk O'Chains.
Right,
Yeah.
and Kirk loves to snatch victory out of the jaws.
Defeat out of the jaws of victory.
I swear.
I mean, you got to think about this too. This is Kirk Cousins' last chance to maybe make a team next year. Like if he does not show something right now,
Nobody's
going
gonna
to
pick him up.
Correct.
In the NFL again.
He's done.
Good point.
Think of walking him. Backup quarterback somewhere.
The Rams and the Panthers. I like the Rams to win this one.
I like the Rams and the points.
Nobody's beating the Rams.
Nobody's beating the Rams, honestly. Stafford has picked age 37 to play his best ball. His best ball.
Clint, give me two more weeks of Cowboy victories, and I got something for you on nobody beating the Rams. All right, then we got the Cardinals and the Buccaneers. This is an interesting game. I would suggest to anybody who likes to parlay with the Allen game,
money line in
take the over of 44 points. Both of these teams are going to put up points.
Yeah,
they got
Bucs
similar
defense ain't
offensive.
good.
They got similar offenses, and their defenses are very similar as well too. I think this could be a shootout in the making. Tampa Bay in 4.5 points. I'll take them in the money line.
And Morrison is out with a hamstring, inactive. Isn't that so?
Who?
Morrison, the cornerback.
For the Cardinals, eh?
No, for Tampa.
For Tampa.
But
Morrison.
Harrison, the wide receiver, is playing today. He's back.
Okay.
Marvin Harrison is playing, and Michael
Junior.
Wilson has been playing some good ball, wide receiver. Bam Knight's going to play as well.
You might want to.
Bam Knight's back.
And you got your boy at quarterback too, Jacoby Brissett. So you might, like I said, if you want to parlay with the outing game, maybe the plus 4.5 for the Cardinals, and over the 44 might be something good for you.
But also remember, you got a fresh Bucky Irvin back who's going to take pressure off.
No, calm down because I have Sean Tucker. I know all the ins and the outs. I'll be honest with you. Bucky Irvin's going to be on a pitch count today, and the coach already ran on record and saying hot hand, meaning if Tucker or White gets hot, we're going to work them into the lineup. Bucky Irvin is back, but he's on a pitch count.
No. Let me school you now. They're both going to be utilized very heavy because they don't want Baker taking any hits. They're going to put him in shotgun, not let anyone get close to him, hand off the ball so he doesn't get hit. They're both going to run the ball.
All right, but now let me give you your doctorate from your bachelor's.
Here we go.
Okay? And the reason why I lean to Sean Tucker in that scenario, he's the red zone back. He's the thug. He's the big bully. So I think he gets it in the red zone.
Yeah, he is when Bucky wasn't there.
But if Bucky's on a pitch count, they're going to go. If Bucky's on a pitch count, they're going to go with Sean. Especially if Sean's wrong.
For this game?
All right.
No.
Okay, Naughty.
Hey, that's a good argument, though, Clay. We need to have this over Brewski one day or something, man. That's a good combo.
Well, I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. But I'll bet you an order of green parrot wings that.
All right.
That Bucky Irvin has more fantasy points than Tucker today.
I'm not going there.
No, because what happened to everything you were just saying?
Because he's on a pitch count. He's on a pitch count. He busted up three for chunkers and a touchdown.
You're saying he's on a pitch count, but Clint is saying he's not on a pitch count.
All right, you know what?
My boy looked like Michael Jackson moonwalking. Pew!
I'll go with Sean Tucker to have more fantasy points because I think he gets 2 touchdowns today in the red zone.
I like my wings hot. Thanks, bud.
Okay. I don't even want wings. I want the spinach dip and the Mexican egg rolls. How about that?
Oh, yeah, give me some of that too.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
All
right, here we go. Vikings and Seahawks at this stage of the game.
Did we even make a pick for that game? Buccaneers across the board, eh?
Boy, I'm going.
Yeah,
I like the Bucs.
I picked them already. I'll go with the Bucs.
Yeah.
The Vikings and the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks to get this done.
9.
JJ McCartney's out. They're not even playing that kid no more.
Put 9 on the bench. Ain't nobody into 9.
Who?
Like he called himself 9. His alter ego 9.
9.
He called himself that.
Only one 9 I know, and he here is now.
Yeah.
That's completion percent 9.
Exactly. He's horrible. Give me the Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks.
Who's the backup for Minnesota?
Seattle.
Because Wentz is out for the season. I think it's Brosson something. I'll have to ask Thomas.
Brosmer,
yeah. We go with Seattle
Thomas,
now.
come on, faith in your team today, boy.
How bad does Minnesota have to feel right now? They had Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold, and they get.
They'll have both of them go for 9.
9.
Raiders and the Chargers. I like the Chargers beating the Raiders in this one.
I like the Chargers.
You said Raiders over the Chargers?
I said the Chargers over the Raiders. They're playing in Los Angeles.
Okay. I misheard you. Yeah, Chargers as well.
Bills
The
and
Chargers.
Bills and the Steelers. I like the Bills in this one.
I hate to say this, I'm rooting for the Bills today. I need them to win. Let's go, Bills.
I like the
Bills
Bills.
Mafia.
Hold on, the most important question, whenever we talk about Pittsburgh, what time is that game?
4:25.
Oh, they're going to be a little sleepy.
4:25.
They're going to be a little sleepy.
That's why I said it with such confidence, Clint. It's 4:25.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Bills. I mean,
That Geritol is going to kick in. They're going to be sleeping. They're going to want to watch a movie and eat some popcorn and go to sleep.
Yep, the Bills.
And then we got the Broncos.
I like the Broncos.
Over the Commanders.
I'll take the Broncos on this -6.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is still out. I think Terry McLaurin's coming back today, but still not enough to beat Denver.
No, but that'll be enough to help upset Philly later on down when we need it. Giants on the road against New England. Vrabel doesn't let this team play down to competition. I like this to be a good game, but I like the Patriots to move to 11-2.
But you notice they only a 7-point favorite, a touchdown favorite.
Fair enough, because
I picked the Patriots to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants come in and upset.
Because the Giants getting Jackson Dart back. So.
Yeah, Jackson Dart is back, and Wandell is healthy, and I think what's the next one named Slayton? I think he's healthy as well. And watch that tight end today, Theo Johnson. Watch him grab some points today for you in fantasy if you need a tight end.
Theo, and another one too is the running back Tracy, who came in for Scatterboot. Remember, he was the starter last year. Scatterboot replaced him, and he's been hot the last couple of weeks. Trust me, I know from a fantasy standpoint.
Okay.
But with all that being said, New England still wins.
New England still wins.
New England, I got them as well. Yep.
All right, so we gotta wrap. We ready to get to that break, madam producer? We good to go? All right, so before we wrap up and get out of here, just on a separate note, if you watched the WWE Survivor Series last night and you want to know who the hooded character is that came in and saved the day
Did
for
we
the
get
Vision?
Commanders, Broncos across the board?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to let y'all know. My guess for that is it's the return of Austin Theory. He's going to be the newest member to the Vision.
None of this matters. It doesn't matter
I have
anymore.
not watched wrestling.
This was my only year coming back to wrestling because Cena came back. Now that he's gone again.
Oh, he lost last night too, the Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Lost the title back.
There you go.
But he's a Grand Slam champion, so
yeah.
it doesn't matter. The GOAT solidified.
Hey, what happened to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat? Where's he?
Where's he? And some old folks home in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I'm
Very
here.
bad knees.
There
You
you
know
go.
what was very fascinating me? The Lakers looking really good.
We talk about them during the week on Talking Heads. But
There
yeah,
we go.
man, for Pearly, for Stat Boy, for Clint J, for Madam Producer, this is your boy Naughty. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your
Take
football,
care.
enjoy your sports. And we'll see you next week. And yeah, my Cowboys already won. Hope your team be like mine, man.
Except the Steelers.
Our Cowboys.
That's
He's
our
so
Cowboys.
selfish.
Our
Oh
Cowboys.
my goodness.
Yes,
Well, as
Clint,
much
that-
as Naughty keeps saying his Cowboys, I must even need to pick a new team, eh?
No,
Sound
Clint.
so.
I'm just speaking from a singular standpoint, but collectively, yes, our Cowboys, my brother. Yes, you have long-suffering Cowboy. I would never let a Cowboys win the Super Bowl without dragging you along with me. Hell no. You got to see that too. All right,
Yes, sir.
We'll see you on next
Later,
week right here
guys.
in the press box.
See you.